Good morning, everybody. Nah, sorry about that. I had to fix mom's protein shake thing. Good morning, everybody. Oops. Nah, sorry about that. I had to fix. There we go. Let's see what's happening in here. All right, in. Let's see. Good morning, Chrissy Brown. That's so good to see you, honey. I missed you guys. I didn't make Bible study Sunday. I forget what I was doing before I realized it was too late. Hey, John, good morning, buddy. It's good to see you, man. I'm glad you're in here today. Lou, good morning. Hey, Mark, what's up? There, good morning again. Chat, what are you doing, Mark? Are you up early or up late? Mark, if you want to go live, let me know, and I'll shut this down, brother, and we'll all come over and harass you on your live. I'd be more than happy to do that, man. It's not a problem. No snacks, you fishing. Yeah. I take snacks fishing. I'm not hungry. If I don't take them, I'm starved. Yep, that's a fact right there, man. Hey, Terry B, good morning, brother. Yep, I think you're right. If he woke you up, yep, he's like, dude, you get up and go fishing. You ain't gonna have many more days like this left. It's awesome out right now. All right, cool. There we go. Links posted. I appreciate if you share it out. Someone told me I need to say that crap all the time, and I never do. So if you could share it out, maybe we'll get a few more people popping in and out of here. Who knows? I had to go doctor in Indy yesterday, so I couldn't do a show. I was out of here at 5 yesterday morning. The little guy was nice enough to wake me up at 4:45 yesterday, which I didn't need to get up that early. I could have slept another 45 minutes. Would have been really, really, really nice. But it's all right. And got a appraisal today, the vacant house, so it doesn't really matter what time I get there. And then when I get back, I got to pull the front wheels off my car. I'm pretty sure my wheel bearing's going bad, man. And if I remember correctly, they're not a lot of fun to change. At least it's the spindle kind, you know what I mean? So you got to take the 3 bolts off, but you got to get that spindle off. And I know I don't have a gear puller big enough to do it, and I forget how I done it last time. I done one, but I don't even know where half my stuff like that is, gear pullers and crap like that. That's my fault. I should have thrown all that shit away in the garage. But sometimes sometimes it's just how it is. Yep. Now, if you once you get it started, it ain't too bad. You can get something behind it and kind of work each side and bring it out. I did see a pretty good one. Guy used a bolt and a nut, and see, it sits up against there, and you put nuts in the back side, bolts in the back side, and it bolts it up against there, right? Well, he took a bolt and a nut and started the bolt on the outside going in on 2 sides with the nut behind it, and then pushed against whatever's behind there. I forget what he called it, but he pushed against it, and it pushed. That's kind of like you had to work both sides a little bit at a time. Pull my gear for years. Yep. Sure have. So I watched a video to refresh my mind, and that the way the guy done it with that bolt, that's pretty slick. I'd have to see if I got any bolts big enough. If not, I'd have to buy them, and that's not happening this week. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. But I'm not going to do any out of town driving again until I get it changed. I mean, it doesn't, the front end doesn't shake or anything. It doesn't float around the street on the road or lane to lane stuff. And we'll see. You know, what do you do? I hated that car from the get-go, and Dad bought it. I told him not to buy it, that I'd find him a good one, and he had to have that. I thought this is the one I want. All right, man. I'm trying to tell you, Pop, you'd be better off letting me find you one. But it's so awesome out right now. It's a little hot in the afternoon time, but morning times are great right now, man. Get him, little guy. Get that kitty cat. Yes, you will. Hold on. I get it for you. I get it for you. Hold on. Come here, Venus. Come on. Here. Share some of that with little guy. Wait. More a little bit right here. Hold on. There. You share some of that with little man. Isn't that right, buddy? I hooked you up. You'll get some. You know he can't eat all that. Oh, has it, Jerry? You getting some of that fall kind of weather like we've been getting? I know it's a little warm right now in the afternoon time, like it's in the high 80s yesterday. And dry, man, I'm telling you. Maybe some of the leftover rain from them storms out in the Atlantic will come this way or something. Who knows? It's always warm down there, John. You kidding me? It's hot down there in Christmas time. 90 degrees. I'm gonna have to pass. Yeah. Our humidity was down yesterday too, I think. Yeah. I haven't watched weather this morning. Yeah, it was definitely warm yesterday. I spent most of the day inside anyway, so it didn't matter. And then, let's see. When I got home, what did I have to do? I can't remember now. I did have a thing in the mailbox about a registered letter I need to sign for. That's never good. Probably from the IRS, I think, more than likely. I ain't got one of them from them in years. 88 today in Florida. Nice. So he said he'd make one more try to deliver it today, so we'll see. I know he didn't come up and knock. He may have, I don't know, but Mom was here. But he may have seen the car was gone and just figured I wasn't home. Oh, that's cool. Donkeyland this afternoon? Heck yeah. Very cool. Yeah, trolling motors are so complicated right now. I wouldn't even begin to know where to begin. Hey, Jimmy, morning. Just trying to, I don't know. I don't know the answers to the questions. Eric, if you're going to work, come on up, man. I should get out there early and oh shoot, I forgot. I got to go see that house first. I'll get my brain all crossed up and go out there and have the wheels off the truck, and then remember, oh shoot, I got to go see a house or the SUV. I don't know why I call it a truck, but I know it's got big tires on it. I know that. There he is. Good morning, Cat Claus. How are you, brother? Good to see you, man. don't know. I need to get them wheelbarrows changed on that and sell it and buy me something that gets better gas mileage. Maybe a smaller SUV, but make sure it has a V6 in it so I can still pull a little boat with it. You know what I mean? I don't know if I could have pulled. I think I pulled the fishing boat with my little Ford before. I don't remember, though. I'm pretty sure I did, but the little boat don't weigh nothing. Yeah, another day at work, man. What more could you ask for? But it could be worse. I posted a good link on my channel a little bit ago. Charlie Kirkford. You always hear people say about him being a racist or whatever. It's kind of funny. He organized, paid for, and flew a whole group of black young men to the White House. Trump's first. Hey, hold on! Don't you dare start. Hold on. There ain't nothing out there. Come on. Come on, let's go. Now we don't stand there and bark. Get out of here then if you ain't gonna go. Come up here and bark like that. Killing me, man. Killing me, Smalls. But he organized this trip for a group of young black guys. I don't know how many. There's probably, 20 or 30 maybe. And he flew them there, bought them all suits and stuff, the ones that didn't have them and stuff like that. And brought them to the White House to meet the president. Back, I think it was Trump's first term or whatever. So I don't think a racist guy is going to do something like that. For all those idiots who say he was racist. If you look into that guy, man, he was pretty impressive. He started that TPC USA or whatever, Turning Point. He started that himself. I forget how many years ago. It wasn't a lot of years ago. And it's on almost every college campus in America right now. I mean, amazing, amazing young man. Country's got a lot of healing to do right now. I know that. Don't stand out there and bark. I wonder if my neighbors can hear him barking. Exactly, Chrissy. For telling the truth, you're right, 100%. Yeah, because he goes out there every morning about this time and barks. I just wonder if the neighbors can hear him. I don't think so because they're pretty far away. You better quit. Come on in the house. Oh, the neighbor got his chickens in the pen over there. He seen them the other day. Man, he stands there on the porch in the afternoon and barks at those chickens. He has no idea what they are. I don't think he's ever seen them before. You know what I mean? So all he knows is there's something over there in a pen that moves. 100%, Chrissy. And I'm surprised last time he got out, he ran around towards Butter's house as opposed to going over there to check out what the chickens are. So he may be afraid to see what they are. I don't know. But it's funny. What are you doing, kitty cat? Come on. Let's go this way. Did you get the moth? Did you get him? Well, I don't know what's up with all these moths on my sliding door, but when I open it, one usually gets in, and then the cat goes crazy trying to follow it around the house, waiting for it to come down low. Yeah, I know. I should have muted because I forgot about that. The barking dog was Tilly, the big dog. She stands back there about 10 feet from the sliding door and barks when the little guy barks like that. But she just stands there. She don't want to go out and see what's out there. Morning, Curtis. Come on up and hang out if you want to, brother. But it cracks me up. She doesn't want to go out. She just wants to stand there and bark. She does it when Butters comes over too. He's been over the last few days. I don't know what's up. He don't like my treats no more. He don't want to take none. Oh, that's cool, man. I don't see Curtis nowhere. Must have missed it. Yeah, I missed it. Oh, well. You ready to come in now, huh? Come on. Got to get back. Come on, let's go, little man. Are you done out here barking? I'm sure my neighbors appreciate your alarm clock this morning. You little knucklehead. Go on. Did you see anything good out there? Huh? Okay, hold on. I get you one. I'll get you a busy or a pepperoni. Hold on. Get you a Tilly golf one. Even though Tilly don't deserve one. Even though she don't deserve none. There we go. Just a little piece this time because you already had one. Here you go. Where you go, Till? There you go. Good job.
What, honey?
I'll give Tilly a busy bone.
Oh.
There, the cat got the moth finally. It must have flew down low and she knocked it out of the air because she's chasing around the floor now. There must not be any more mice because the cat caught 2 mice. What, last week or so, I think it was. And I haven't seen any more. So the word must got out. Dude's got a cat. Don't go in that house. I have no idea where it came from, but I live in the country, so. And I didn't see many snakes this year when I was mowing, so. I don't know what's up with that. But last summer there was a bunch of snakes out there. I don't know how many I've seen. Enough that I know I wouldn't go underneath this house. Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you now. Nice. Well, this dumb cat, she'll catch them, and she'll have them in her mouth, and she'll set them down and let them get away. I know. I've seen that. Have you been reading about the referee stuff, man? Yeah, buddy. That's going to get serious, I think. They're talking about possible game fixing and stuff like that with them refs, which I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, the discrepancies there, it's blatant. You can see it. And I just don't get that. You got a team who drafted a girl who brought millions of eyes on your league, and you want to try and keep them down. I just don't understand it. And I'm glad Caitlin's taken all this time off to heal up properly instead of trying to rush back into playing. We'll see her next year. What time is it? Is it an early game at like 7 or where they at? Is that one out west? I gotta look. I haven't watched the news this morning. But I was reading in the paper about the referee thing. Man, I need to hire someone to come in and clean this house for me because I just 8:30 Central. That'd be 9:30 my time. Dang. Better get a nap. What is today? Tuesday? Yeah, that's cool. I went online to start the fill out the application for Social Security when I retire. And it's typical government website stuff, So I start the whole process, and as you're going through it, you get to a point where it says, "Have you not been able to work for the last 12 months?" And I clicked, yeah, I have been able to work because I'm not applying for Social Security disability. I'm applying for retirement, right? Well, then it comes up and says that I don't qualify because, and I'm like, well, I'm not applying for that. So I go back and start it all over again and do the same thing and make sure I didn't check no boxes or anything, and it done it again. So I guess I'm going to have to either go downtown to the office or call them on the phone and see what's up. It's twice now. When I was doing that stuff with Dad, I had a problem with something like that. And it was a glitch in their matrix. Because I was going to wait another year, but I think I'll just go ahead and do it. Because you never know what's going to happen. And it's, you might as well get it while you can, because otherwise they get to keep it. And I don't want that to happen. What time is it? Let's see here, 6:30. Oops, I got a late start today, didn't I? Real late start, but it is what it is, I reckon. Well, I got up at, I don't know, 4:45 maybe. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do it or not. And then I was like, yeah, heck, I'll go ahead and go live. We'll wait for Mark to go live and we'll all jump over there, all 9 of us, 8 of us now. I must have pissed a lot of people off. I don't care. I think you can make this up with Facebook and do them both live at the same time. I just don't know how to do that yet. I suppose where I got the link for this one in the StreamYard thing, that I'd have to just add a link to my Facebook, I reckon. I don't know. We'll see. It might give me something to do when the weather gets cold. Cat is in full speed right now running around the house. Usually little guys playing with her at this time of day and they run around. But I think he got his belly full, so he's just not having it. I've been awake since 4:15. Little guy woke me up at 4:45 yesterday. I think it was. Yeah, 4:45. I don't know what. It was early. And I was like, no way, dude. Are you kidding me? I don't remember what time it was. It was like 45 minutes or so before I had to get up. Oops. I forgot all about that. First attempt. Letter. Wasn't a large envelope, it's a letter, so it's got to be from the IRS. I wish they would say who it's from on these. If it's from someone you don't want to get it from, you just wouldn't be home when they try to do it each time. And they'll send it back to them and say, we couldn't catch the person at home. Because you can't tell the IRS you didn't get it if you signed for it. Cool down the rain next week. Yep. That's sure sign fall's coming. We need so much rain right now. Man, they're picking the soybean fields, and there's a field over here just west of me, I think it is. They had 2 of them going at the same time, like one goes and then one staggered behind him. And that cloud, as you going down the road, it was going across the road you couldn't see. You had to slow down. And I'm thinking, that's going to blow right towards my house. Which, if I go outside and come back in, if I go outside for a little bit and come back in, my nose is running and stuff. Where you going, kitty cat? Huh? Come on, buddy. Trying to remember. Eric, where you at? I I better kill my camera for that so we don't offend nobody of our 11 people. It's going to be October already. Can you believe that? It'd be nice to open an envelope sometime and find like a $40,000 check or something, man. It doesn't really matter. I don't need that, I don't suppose. Oh, that's right. Well, you drove a truck or something, didn't you, when it was harvest time, or did you actually drive a combine? It has, Chrissy. I'm with you, honey. It is going by so fast. I need to get a dumpster so I can throw all that stuff away in the garage, but I can't afford to get one right now, especially if I got to replace wheel bearings in the car, because the cheap ones have a 1-year warranty, so I ain't doing that. And the middle of the road ones are like $160 roughly each. And I need, if I replace one, I'm going to go ahead and replace the other. I think that's be a smart thing to do. And then it dawned on me driving yesterday, man, that's probably not good on my tires. If the wheel bearing's bad and maybe it has some play in it or something, you know what I mean? Them tires are new, so after I do get it changed, I'm going to have to rotate those tires. Heck yeah. I still have 6 months to talk about. No, I've been needing to do it for about 6 months probably, but I didn't know that's what it was. I was just hoping it wasn't the axles, but I did look on Rock Auto. They had a whole package, both axles of both wheel bearings and all the hardware and stuff. I don't know, it's like $300 or something like that, maybe a little over that. Which I ain't scared to change them axles, but I wouldn't really want to have to. I got to remember I'm not as young as I used to be, because it used to be that wouldn't, I'd do something like that and not even think twice about it. I done them on my rodeo I had, just because the one on the passenger side where the wheels axle and stuff slid up on there, it was kind of burgered up in a few spots, and I thought, man, that ain't good. So I thought, well, I might as well just replace both of those while I'm out here. And it turned out to be quite a job as a 4-wheel drive. I think that one there was I think that's the one that was a manual transmission and had the manual lockouts, as opposed to the ones that, in the years later, the lockouts were air driven, where you'd flip on the switch for 4-wheel drive in the car, and there was like some air hoses or whatever that blew and pushed the thing over, and I wasn't a big fan. And morning, brother. Wait, where are you at? Aren't you up there? Oh, I know. I got to hit the double like that, don't I? There we go. And an article I was reading said that with the manual lockouts, when you would lock those in, there's no way it pops out of 4-wheel drive when you do that. But the other kind, they said it could pop out under it, if you had a big enough load on it. Which I love that rodeo, man. That thing was a tank. What are you doing there?
Getting all my stuff together.
I understand. Dallas Cowboys still suck. Did they win?
No, we tied.
It can't end in a tie.
Yep, tied in overtime.
That is the stupidest thing on earth. It can't.
Trust me, everybody in the sports world is peed off about it.
Yeah, you can't end in a tie. That's stupid as it gets.
Morning, Aunt Chrissy, Uncle Lou.
You know,
Yeah,
once they do it
stay
like
up till
playoffs,
1.
do sudden
Stay up,
death.
stay up till 1 o'clock for a tie. What
Yeah,
the crap?
yeah, no doubt. You know, and I just think it's ridiculous anyway. It ain't soccer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
What they say? The second largest tie
What was the score?
ever. 40-40.
No kidding. Oh man,
Green Bay needs to get their heads out of their butt because they played on to lose, and it's starting to get
yeah,
on my nerves.
yeah. I hate when that happens too.
And your Colts finally lost.
Yeah, it's all right.
They tie. What's that?
That's unbelievable.
Should have been Dallas with that loss.
It and that playing not to lose is a bad habit to get into.
Shut up, Uncle Lou. Tampa Bay lost too, so shut up.
Ooh.
I don't want to be here.
Yeah, I understand. You're really taking a nail.
Well, I still had a good weekend, you know.
Yeah.
Got the boat fixed.
Took Mama.
I didn't spray carburetor cleaner in my eye.
Ooh, I've done that.
No, that was Curtis. He did it to himself.
Yeah, I've done
Fun.
that too.
The funny part is he told me, "Don't squirt that in your eye," and then he turns around and does it.
Yeah. Yep. I've done it or had it splash back in my eyes. Usually brake cleaner. I usually use brake cleaner instead of carb cleaner because it won't leave the film or anything.
No, I expected you to win by 3, Uncle Blue. I thought Baker Mayfield would get a game-winning drive for a field goal to beat the stupid Eagles.
Go for it, kitty cat, huh?
I'm just hoping my offensive line gets healthy this bye week.
That game's in L.A. tonight, is it? Or I don't think it's not in Indy, is it? I don't think
What team?
the basketball game, Fever.
I'm
It's got to be in Indy because Fever they got a better record than the Fever, don't they?
Caitlin Clark ain't playing. Why do I care?
Because they're bad, man. I'm telling you.
What's that blonde-haired girl on that team that plays?
Get that right there.
What's that blonde-haired girl on there that plays for the Fever? She's been injured.
The one that just come in this year.
I don't know if she came in this year or not. Uncle Lou knows who I'm talking about.
Well, all I know is if you have your best players getting hurt because of you're letting them not call fouls on purpose, it's not a real good business plan. Remember how much money is it costing this year for Caitlin Clark sitting there on the bench? And I don't blame her. I wouldn't play neither.
You know how many fans are not watching because she's not playing.
Well, that's what I mean. That's cost them a ton of money. And you know, some of those. I understand it's the pros and it's going to be physical, but being blatantly, ridiculously physical.
Which one's the thug, Uncle Lou?
Oh, Sophie Cunningham. Yeah, Sophie's. Ooh, that's
Is she the thug one that likes to beat people up?
Yeah, she's black.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one. She's
yeah,
hot.
she's fine, man. Yes, sir. She is so fine.
She could beat me up anytime.
Yeah, I'd take an African from her and smile the whole time. Yes, I would. I wonder if somebody else went live this morning. Usually
I
have.
didn't see anybody. I didn't even see Ernie Deer live. I was upset because normally I watch that on the way to work.
Yeah, it's probably a good time to start watching it. Isn't it? Yeah, she's not a thug. Just don't put up with the BS. That's right. Yeah, she definitely gets right back in there with them.
Well, she's the one that always protected Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
Every time somebody fouled her, she'd come over there and wham.
she's been that way for other teams too. But yeah, she just don't put up with anything. Lex has been playing real good recently. But yeah, I just don't understand the league office. Not saying, "Hey, we're going to have to clean this up and get these refs to get called a little tighter." Because some of the fouls are so blatant that the blind guy can see them. Where if I was a player, I'd get in so much trouble because I'd be yelling at them. I'd be screaming at them refs. We had trouble with the stream last night. It kept freezing. Calling the internet company this morning. Someone was supposed to have been out. We called 2 weeks ago. Yeah, boy. That's customer service.
I wish Mom would have reeled in that first fish, though.
Yeah, I didn't get there. I got there late and didn't get to see that part. Yeah, that picture I sent you, it said Hoover, but and like you said, I didn't know if there was more Hoover Lakes or what, but I just assumed it was the one by you guys. I have to pull that back up and send a message and ask them if that's in Ohio.
Curtis made me slow down and take a picture of that bus.
Oh, that Volkswagen van?
Yeah,
Yeah. Was
that
it like
thing's nice.
16 window or something like that? Yeah, that thing's like worth so much money, man. There's not a lot of those floating around.
Nope.
Yeah, worth big money. Yeah, if I was gonna have one, that'd be the one probably. If I was gonna, because you're gonna pay any Volkswagen bus you buy right now that's been redone and in decent shape, you're gonna pay premium price.
Oh yeah.
So if you're gonna buy one, you might as well buy the one. That you
What's that
want.
one Mexican guy? He owns like 16 of them.
Really?
Fluffy, I think is his name. It was
Huh.
Black Fluffy. You know him if you've seen him.
Oh, comedian news, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fluffy.
Yep.
No
He collects
kidding.
them.
I do too.
He's got one.
Small plastic ones.
Have you ever seen the show Tank, where they make fish tanks?
I know what you're
Well,
talking about. I've never watched it before though.
they took one bus and cut it in half and made a tank out of it.
No kidding.
Yep, he's got it in his showroom with all his. He was having an episode of Tank.
That's cool.
And they were showing off all his buses.
Yeah, you got enough money when you cutting your Volkswagen van in half and making a fish tank out of it. You probably pretty much got more money than you need. That'd be cool though. I picked one up the other day I came across. I can't remember where I was at. So I got so many now, sometimes I don't know if I've got it or not. I'm like, well, do I buy it? If I don't have it and I don't buy it when I get home, I'm going to be bummed. So I go ahead and pick, because you don't see them that often. I mean, it's just something you come across every now and then. And I got a bunch still in my storage. I got one that my brother got me. I actually had two of them. One's like 3 feet long, about 2 feet high, and it's a remote controlled Volkswagen van. And then there's a mate to it that's about, I don't know, maybe a foot long and 8 inches tall. That's a remote control, and they look exactly alike. I ain't got anywhere to display it, and it's in storage. It's probably covered in dust.
Now Curtis seems to think that black pontoon that rolled by us, he was watching us on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah,
They
they
wave at
probably
you?
were. Yeah, they waved at us, said, "That's a nice blue," and then he said, "You catch that on Gizzard's head?" Yeah,
Oh, huh. That's cool.
you gotta remember to put the other Dr. Meter scale in the bucket toe in the lip grips. I forgot them in the back of the truck.
Yeah, I had two of those little black ones, and for the life of me, I don't know where they're at. I'm telling you, them little $7 Amazon $7 little black ones, they lock in faster than them $25 orange fancy ones. I don't know why, but they lock in quick for some reason.
No.
Now, if they're accurate or not, that's another question. For that much money, they're probably not the most accurate thing on earth.
All I can say is, at least we got the motor fixed and we had a good time, caught some fish.
Yep, that's about as good as it gets, man. Yeah, I should probably get
Morning.
Glenn and say, let's run over at Westwood and do some crappie fishing with Menace. I haven't caught no crappie in a long time.
Morning, troublemaking rustic.
Good morning, Rustic. How are you?
Morning, John. I think I'm going to have to start bringing me a cape with me.
Okay.
Yeah, big long one. Cover up my butt crack.
Oh, when you go fishing? I always buy long t-shirts, man.
Well, it's kind of hard to find them buckshot t-shirts and, big ones because everybody else doesn't buy all the big ones.
Yeah. Amazon, baby. Big and tall store.
Yeah.
It's worth it just to not have your butt crack showing on live television. That or a lot of silicone. Some suspenders might work. I got some.
No, but I got that. I got that one disease called non-alcohol or something like that.
You ain't got no butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice at all. Like a drug dealer, I eat so much crack.
At least I didn't do a J Dog to you, Uncle Lou.
What's that?
Pull down my pants and show the starfish.
Yeah, no. Nope. I'm gonna have to pass the chocolate starfish. I think that's hilarious. I've never heard it before.
Oh. I believe Uncle Lou got pink eye from J Dog when he did that. And he never did come back either after he left.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then he sent pictures of Uncle Lou saying caught a 68 or 62 pounder.
Oh, the one they were trying to reel in all that time, and then the live went off.
Yeah. And then he left the backstage before he rung up. I guess he don't want to hear me complain. 'Cause they were on the dog pound.
Oh, were they? Nice.
Mm-hmm. You know what I say when they're on the dog pound? That's the only boat you got that catches big fish.
Yep.
You're more like better to keep that thing if you
Yep.
still want to catch big fish.
Yeah, he asked me if I wanted to buy it, and I was like, man, I ain't got the money without selling stuff right now. I ain't ready to start liquidating until spring.
I told him I'd trade him straight up. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, I'd say his answer was probably no, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I even told him he could take the bigger motor off of it.
You just as well would have only had a couple more inches to be at that point by Cracky. Talking about showing the starfish, I do believe.
Mm-hmm. Talking about going out again this weekend. I told him, I said, I'd like to be able to run boards.
Oh, yeah? I seen a guy.
We only did it once.
Yeah. Did you catch any fish doing it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Got one.
There were some guys out the reservoir when I was carp fishing the other day that they were pulling boards, but dude, I mean, they weren't even going idle speed. I don't think. I don't know what they were doing.
What's up, Tim?
Hey, good morning, dog. Good to see you, buddy. They were. So I kept watching them, and it looked like they were almost sitting still, actually, and there wasn't no wind or anything. And I kept watching. I mean, they were going slower than my walking pace.
I can't. I know you want to go under 0.1 or some crap like that. You want to go real slow.
Yeah, I know, but this was, I mean, I've seen other people pulling them there that, you could tell the boat was actually moving. This one here, you had to sit there and watch it to tell if it was actually moving or not. How many stops you got today?
Quite a few. So I got two. Now they're trying to change this up to Chillicothe being a 2 a day.
Really?
So now I have 2 routes basically that I have to take. They added more on to me, but they didn't take it off. And then they took Chillicothe off, and then they added it back on. Didn't take the stuff they added on to me off. So it's like,
oh, really?
some days some days are horrible.
Yeah.
Some days I know as soon as I see my load sheet, I'm going to be out until 6 o'clock, if not later.
Oh, really, dog? Like I said, I know it just seemed to me like the ones I'd seen in the past were going a little bit faster. I mean, I'm not talking much faster, but you could actually tell the boat was moving. I mean, I'm sure they were, dragging for walleye in that lake. I'm almost 100% positive that is what they were fishing for.
I'm just glad we could show everybody a good time Saturday.
Yep.
Give somebody something to watch besides football. 0.3 to 0.7.
Oh, no kidding, John. That sucks. I hate back orders, man. Because they tell you it may be X amount of time. 9 times out of 10, it always ends up being at least a week or 2 more. Oh, I see. Maybe they were dragging for catfish. I don't know. But I know they were dragging, in the route that most of the walleye people drag.
You know what Curtis said? Well, we left the motor working and we didn't even have to beat it with a hammer like Brian B.
Sometimes that's what it takes. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, John. I just started scouring the net to see if I could find some. And depending on how expensive they are, I just keep the other order active and have a spare.
And another funny thing, when I was out cast netting, I cast netted 2 creek chubs, right?
Yeah,
The dang creek chub kept jumping out of the bucket. So
really.
Mom kept putting it back in.
I'd had to put something over top of it.
Well, when you're throwing the net, you don't really want something over top of it. That way, when you
Yeah, I see
pull the
what you're
net up
saying.
and just
I thought you meant when you guys were just, fishing.
no, when we got done fishing, I put the cutting board on top of it and then pull it to the back of the boat.
Yeah, you have seals for life, no doubt. Yep, I got my cast net, my sling, and everything. I ain't even opened them or using none of them until I get a boat. And I have my boat. I'll get it all set up. You know what I mean? Everything will be new. So it's not actually hoarding if you have a plan for the stuff you got.
I bought a 7-footer off Amazon when Sandy and whoever else in her little crap sent me that Amazon card.
Oh yeah,
Still
yeah.
pisses me off that she won't tell me who all did it. But I bought a 7-footer off of Amazon. I threw it 3 times. I was like, nah, I'm not moving up to this scale yet.
Yeah, I got a. I guess I want a custom cat claws rod holder. He called me last night. I was at Walmart and asked me what I wanted on it or whatever, and I said, just put Bugman 22 on there and anything else you want. Yeah, I didn't even know about the drawing or whatever. It's something to do with, I forget what it was, his Facebook channel or something.
It's cool.
Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, heck yeah. 3 new batteries just for towing him across the lake, I'd reckon. Yeah, no doubt. 1 crank and 2 deep cycle for the lights. Heck yeah. Sometimes it pays to be a nice person, man. Do nice things. Yeah, oh, I know it is. I've seen it. I looked at it on the map. And it
Did I
ain't
hear
like
you
one of
say
them
you were
lakes with a bunch
fishing?
of houses around on the shore. You know what I mean? You just
Did I
out.
hear you say you were fishing this weekend?
Who?
You.
I carp fished Saturday in Eric B's carp tournament.
It's
And
doing
then I
good.
didn't know they were going for weight instead of numbers, so I ain't fishing it no more. That's BS. Because if it was numbers, I'd have won it. So now when they ask me the next time, no, I ain't fishing your tournaments no more. Changed it up on me. Because I don't know how many I caught, 8 or 9, something like that. But like I said, that lake where I fish at that reservoir, I think the biggest I've caught out there, I think, was 7 pounds. And they're all between, 2.5 and 5 pounds, mainly in the 4 pound range. I did catch one of them carp that's got the different looking scales. Oh, what do they call it?
A mirror
Yeah.
carp.
Yep. It's pretty nice. It was pretty cool looking, actually.
I can just tell you, if you catch koi fish, you better put it in a bucket and take it to your local pet store.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You might get some money out of it.
I don't think I've ever seen any koi fish in there. There might be. Who knows? So what do you reckon? Someone had one of them little mirror carp. There you go. Thank you, Uncle Lou. You had reckon they had somebody had, like a koi pond or whatever, and decided to do away with it. So they'd take them and just throw them in the lake.
Something like that. I know that one guy that I watch, Leo Chang, Stream Philly Fishing. He was at one of them parks, like Parks and Rec places.
Yeah.
Up, Chris? And he was catching them.
Morning, Nubby. Morning, Chris. Go ahead.
No, he was. I just was saying he was catching them,
No kidding. So
but he was
somebody's
catching them
released
and releasing them.
Yeah, somebody's released those in there then.
Yeah, but those things can go for big money.
Oh, really? Yeah, if I knew that, I would be releasing them.
Oh yeah, some of them fish go up in the thousands.
No kidding.
You know? What up, Nubby? Well, I got good news for you, Nubby. It looks like that hurricane's going to pull the other one out to sea. Just great news. Even though you guys are still going to get some rain from the outer bands, but not as much as they were thinking.
Boy,
which is great news.
There's going to be some surf coming up the East Coast this week.
Yep, they already got riptide warnings all along the coast, all the way up to New York.
Yep, all a surfer hears is big wave time. Heck yeah.
Yeah, but you just die out there in that rip current.
No, you can't. Now you got a big piece of styrofoam strapped to your ankle. Yeah, no, there's no reason to die. And if you're in a rip, first thing you do is don't panic, and then you start swimming perpendicular to the shore and not trying to swim in, and eventually you'll slowly swim out of it. But that's hard to do when you realize you're getting sucked out to the ocean and you freak out. I seen a surfer up in Lake Michigan rescue a guy got caught in a rip like that along the jetty there.
I appreciate that, Dumby.
Kept yelling at him, just stay calm, don't do where I'm coming. I'll tow you and you'll be fine. There's few people die on Lake Michigan every year from rip current. Or if you're surfing, you use them to help you get out instead of paddling through the waves. Let the rip take you out and then paddle over to the lineup. Everybody wants to be a hero. No one wants to do the work.
I don't even think we hooked our little one up this weekend. We haven't been hooking it up. We don't need no freaking depth finder to catch fish. We just go to our honey holes. Places that we've caught many fish at.
Yeah, but you may have other honey holes you're missing by not having that on, watching it as you're boating around.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, I drove by the casino yesterday on the way to the doctor.
I'm just happy to be out there when I get the chance to
Yeah,
get out there.
I'm with you 100%, man. I was stoked
I,
to get your mom out
I
there.
went I went out. I went back and watched it, and you guys didn't get to see the bald eagle fly over because the venoming top was in the way.
Yeah.
That's a way better fisherman than any of us could ever be.
Man, I was watching one of them hawks Saturday. I don't know how many times he dove down and caught shad. You could watch him. He'd be flying along, all of a sudden he'd flutter, kind of like stall for a second. He probably done it 6 or 7 times. And if I hadn't been on a live, I'd have put my camera zoomed in and tried to catch him on video doing it. You know what I mean?
You know,
And then the last time he done it, he come, because you couldn't really see the fish. They're little shad, I suppose. You couldn't see him. And the last one he did, you could, and he was pretty far away, but you could see the fish in his claws. Yeah, I'd like to have 10K. I'm one of these times going over. If I got extra money, I am going to stop in. I've never been in that one. Nice. Dollar made a killing at the casino this weekend. Had some new country singer play. Nice. Place was packed. That one over there in
did you get the little boat done, Chris?
he was going to work on it the other day, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Might as well turn that into a wintertime project.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you're working in the garage, you know what I mean? It's just so
Yeah.
dang hot in there.
Yeah.
But it'll be that time of year soon anyway, and then Uncle Lou's favorite stuff will be falling around the sky, and he'll be trying to hand out shovels.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, bad back.
What is that thing you got in your hand? A shovel? Yeah, no, I don't even know how to use one of them.
No, but I'm thinking we might end up going out again this weekend.
Funny entertainment starts at the dam this weekend. Nothing like a couple hundred 2/0 treble hooks and two 8-ounce lead flying around. Yep. Or 2 treble hooks and 2 8 ounces of lead flying around. Yeah, there won't be no arguments there, will there? I got lucky Saturday when I pulled in. There was some guy sitting there fishing, and I'm like, man, that's the only place I know you can catch carp at this lake. And so I pulled in and chatted him up a little bit and asked him if I could back in there and fish. He said, sure. He was pan fishing anyway. Yeah, no, I need to go over and watch him because when I watched them the other day, they were crappie fishing, but they weren't really killing it. You know what I mean? Not like the bluegill. Their little bluegill fishing is awesome. Toss and yank, toss and yank. What are they snagging them? Is that what it is? What are they snagging? Yeah, that's what they were saying. It hadn't started yet because I actually typed in a message the other day. Was hey, does it ever, does it get as busy as it is like when you're catching bluegill? And they said it would. Paddlefish. I don't even know what one of those are. Paddlefish. Are they good to eat? Hmm. Yeah, it wouldn't take much for me to go back to bed. Yeah, they are. They're a lot of fun to watch, that's for sure. I agree. He's talking about these two guys fish on Kissimmee Lake down in Florida, bluegill fish and crappie fish. And they do it live while they're doing it. And yeah, they're pretty fun. They do a real good live, actually. Excellent to eat, huh? Paddlefish. Keno, Chris. Spoonbill, is that what it is, Chris? Paddlefish is like a spoonbill. Cast and yank, cast and yank. In any other place, it's illegal to do that. No snagging. Oh, well, could be worse. I'm just not sure how.
What's
Catfish.
up, Brando?
Hi, cool, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you listening. 205 Wild Actions in the house.
Good morning. 205 Wild Action, buddy.
It's good to see you, man. You too, 205. Hope you have an awesome day too, man.
I hope everybody has an awesome day.
Yep.
Sorry you got to go to work. Too bad we all couldn't just go fishing.
Independently wealthy. Yep. Little motorhome, pulling the boat.
Yeah.
Find it.
That Brando must be wealthy, man. That guy goes on like 6 cruises a year.
Yeah.
Must be nice. Look, it's Brian B. Catfishing.
Brian B.
Mr. Soft Hands.
Mr. Zipper Sniffer.
You ever need your diaper changed? I heard Brian B's real good at it with his soft hands.
He even warms them up in the sink with warm water before he does it.
Yeah.
Soft hands. Going out there to write citations for all the people who won't mow their grass.
Just say, I don't know how to use the Nielsen system.
Gonna have to.
Yeah. The best times to go is during school, though. Off season. But I'd tell you right now, I wouldn't want to be on no cruise ship out in the Atlantic. Forget that.
Yeah, no. Yep, I'm with you. I don't care how big that boat is. That's hurricane waves. I'm not playing it. Okay, cool, Nubs. What time are you gonna go live?
That's kind of the one thing that I wish we would have got to see, but I was too tired. There were storms on the way out, and I went to sleep. And they gave us our room. I went to bed.
Yeah.
I think it was what 10-hour drive. 10-hour drive down there.
Drives around, picks on the elderly. Yep. Where did you drive to?
We drove to Norfolk, Virginia. Is where we drove out. Where we went out of.
Trying to think, me and that guy went over there surfing that time to Virginia Beach, and trying to remember what route we took. It was kind of a weird route.
I took the route without tolls.
Oh yeah, definitely.
No,
7 days, $800 for two people. Really?
it's not bad. Hey, Brandon, I know Jody's looking for somebody to go on a cruise with her. I told her to just leave outside of Boston.
No
She can pick
forking
Brian
road,
up.
pal.
She can take
No
Brian
forking
with her.
road, pal. Storm dropped a tree on my car. Oh, you're kidding me, champ. No doubt. Really?
That sucks.
Damn, man. Oh, that is horrible. You know, I had one fall in a Ford truck I had, and my insurance guy said they didn't cover it.
No, they probably
Homeowners
said it
or
was natural disaster
yeah,
or
it
some
said because
crap.
it was an act of nature. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. Tornado comes through and levels the house. That's an act of nature. Do you cover that? And if you don't, then why in the hell do I got insurance? When you're on my mind. Slow Arizona. Oh, such a great time to find. I'm trying to think of the words of that one. Yeah, that sucks, champ, man. All right, we'll see, Nubby. Friday, I should be, unless something happens and I can't. You know what I mean? If I have to go to the doctor or something, we'll see. Yeah. Oh, I know what I ended up doing too, because the lightning hit the tree fell on. It was an old Ford truck. It wasn't worth much anyway, but insurance wouldn't cover it. And he told me, but we will cover the tree if it needs to come down, the rest of it, because of the hazard of it falling on the house. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, I had a friend who done tree stuff, and I got him to write an estimate that was kind of high. And they wrote me the check to give to him. And he hooked me up on a couple $100 out of it. Trying to remember.
It's like you pay that insurance, you pay. And then when something finally happens, you gotta go through give an arm and a leg just to get, what
Yep.
you've been paying for.
Yep. Them adjusters are trained to deny.
You
And you just got to raise hell with them and not accept it. Most states have an insurance commission thing or whatever you want to call it in your state at the state house. And if you have problems with the insurance company not wanting to pay you and you know that you're right, call them. They'll get your money. And it don't cost you nothing. But yeah, insurance adjusters are worse than IRS agents, man. They suck. I don't know who would have that job, knowing that your main mission every day is to screw someone out of money that they deserve. That makes you a horrible human being, in my opinion. I don't want to hear, well, that's a job. No, there's other jobs out there. That's a horrible job to have. I don't know, champ. He ain't come up today.
probably he was sleeping on the house.
Oh, he's still asleep. I'll text him.
Probably.
I still got this bag of M&Ms I need to get to him.
Crazy lady from Australia probably called him last night, kept him up.
I forgot they was in love.
Mhm.
Well, I've got till February 26th before these M&Ms expire, it says. So it
I
is
don't think
a
he cares if they're expired. As
it's a
long as
one pound bag.
I'm sure he'll eat expired M&Ms. He don't care.
It is, Chrissy, 100%. Yeah, they are the worst organization. They like I said, the insurance adjuster, I knew one, and told me that, we're told to deny the first claim every time if we can. That's why if I ever get a chance to get an insurance company's money, I'll do it in a heartbeat and won't have any qualms about, it being right or wrong.
Well, that's like when you pay your car insurance, you're not really paying your car insurance, you're really paying that agent more than you are for your
Oh
car
yeah,
insurance.
yeah. If you use an agent, I get mine online.
Yep,
Well, I know
I did.
when after Dad passed away, and I was started looking at the insurance that they had on the Buick, and it's like $200 and some a month or something. I'm like, how? What do you got?
Ridiculous.
Gold, So I said, let me look online, see what I can find, and I found, I think it was $300 a half or something like that, and so I ended up getting that. Instead, saved half the money at least. River Rat says, "It's awesome to see you guys out fishing, Eric."
Thanks, I appreciate it. I thought it was awesome too. Like I said, I was just upset because I forgot the lip grips in the truck.
I must have my notification turned off on videos.
That was a good takedown though that Kurt's got on the yellow rod.
Heck, I can't see it. Hold on. Let's see. Where's the video audio? There it
I
is.
gotta cut it out and make it short. And I told him, I said, you should put that on your channel, on his channel. Oh, he has something other than the one video I think he has on there.
Yeah, John, I could hear it, but I couldn't see it because the video is too blurry. It's probably my phone thing. I seen a kid at the gas station the other day had a early 70s Chevelle, all rotted out, sounded like a funny car. It was nice. It and it sounded good. And I told him, man, it's cool to see some young guy driving a muscle car, man. I said, that's all, you hear that sound. That's like all you heard when I was a kid. And back in, you're not thinking about, 30 years down the road that those things are going to be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise I'd have kept half that crap that I had.
It's like all the toys you used to get in your Happy Meals.
Yep.
If I knew they were going to be worth as much as they are now, I would never open them.
Exactly. Yeah, but who knew?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, nice old El Camino. Yeah, that is cool. Very cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's real cool, John, actually.
My favorite old car is a Nova. Always like the Chevy Nova.
Dang, River Rat. That sucks, brother. You ain't got a chainsaw, brother? Yeah, that's horrible, man, dude. Well, at least it doesn't look like the great big branches got to it. You know what I mean? I have to see a picture when you get done getting the branches off of it. At least it may still be drivable. You know what I mean? That sucks, brother. I'm so sorry. Hmm. Yeah. Let me see real quick.
What kind of car was it?
Looked like a Ford. Well, let's see. It's a Ford. What is that called? Champ. It's a
Fusion?
Ford. Oh, I can't remember because I'm an idiot.
Older car? Newer car?
In the middle.
Older car?
Hold
Newer
on.
car?
There. He'll holler at us in a second. Let us know. It's a Ford. Oh, I'm trying to remember what you call it. Focus. There it is. I thought that
Oh,
was something.
Focus.
Yeah. I thought it was, I was gonna say oh,
You
what
can find
they used to
you can
have.
find a lot of those in the junkyard.
Mhm. They no. What was the one Fords they made back in the 90s? Tempo or something like that. Started with a T.
Topaz?
No. You know the ugliest car ever made?
You're talking about probably the Taurus.
Taurus. There you go. Ford
Yeah,
Taurus.
Ford Taurus.
Ugliest car ever made was the Matador.
I don't know. They made some ugly cars overseas. I'll tell you
Dude,
that.
I like Google it when you get a chance and you tell me if I'm not right. Yep. The Matador.
And they don't make cars like they used to.
Oh,
Now they're all made out of plastic and fiberglass.
yeah, no, the cars back in the day had style.
And they had steel.
Yeah. Steel and chrome.
I said I always liked the Chevy Nova.
Mm-hmm. My best friend had one.
My Uncle John had a green one. It was sweet. I loved it.
Hey, Dave Bozo,
Hey,
good to
baby.
see you, buddy.
Who's that?
One of my buddies had a Ford Ranchero. It was probably 69 or 70 there, about a little 283 3-speed on the column. Had a little chrome chain steering wheel. It was cool. He had a train in it. The train didn't hit him. He hit the train. The train was sitting still at the tracks. And he'd been drinking, but the arms weren't down, right? And that cop looked and said, "Young man, had you not been drinking, you'd have just been retired yourself right then, because the crossing arms weren't down." And he said, "Had you not been drinking, you could have sued them, and you'd have never had to work again." Ford Tempo, there you go. That's it.
That's a
Ford
Ford
Taurus.
Ford
Taurus.
tampon.
Taurus is right. That's the one I'm thinking of that my buddy had. Same guy that hit the train. Hit something in that. His girlfriend's Ford Tempo, and him and another guy jumped out and took off running and totaled the car. And both of their heads hit the windshield, right? And so they take off running. They get home, and the cops show up. He calls Shonda on his way and says, if the cops come to the door, your car's parked out back. Act like you don't know it's gone. And so she tells him, well, somebody must have stole it. And so the cops end up taking my buddy and his friend downtown. He said, let me see your forehead. And he raised his hair up. No marks or nothing on. He had a hat on. Said, had not had a hat on, there'd have been scratches on my forehead, and they'd have probably got me. They got away with it.
Yep. When you're drunk, you're limber.
Yeah.
You don't tense up.
Then his dad had a 4-door 60 or early 60s Chevelle. A little box shaped one Ford, and it was a 4-door, I think. And he had a pole in it. And about, I don't know, 6 or 7 people in the car with him. Everybody got jacked up a little bit. They got lucky and nobody got hurt bad in that one, but they all ended up at the hospital. And my buddy's there, and his dad comes in with him, and they needed to take. They're going to do a blood draw to just see his alcohol content or whatever. He said, "I'm sitting in bed, and I got my arm out. Said every time that lady reached for my arm, I'd move it out of the way. Like nope." And she said, "We'll tape it down if we have to." He said, "Okay." But yeah, the dude hit more vehicles than anybody I ever met in my life. Only when he was drinking, though.
And what was the number of people killed up there at that church in Michigan?
Yeah. They were at Church of Latter-day Saints. And,
Crazy, man.
yeah, I'm trying to remember what. I watched some news about it. They were talking about the kid that done it.
Crazy people, man. Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he got
They need to.
radicalized or something.
They need to. We need to open up these mental homes.
Mm-hmm.
People that think there's more than two genders needs to be in there.
Well, see, and that's what me and my son always argue about this, is we don't have a gun problem in America. We have a mental health treatment problem. There's nowhere for people to get help. I went through it with Mitch's brother, and it was almost impossible. So when it happened, he'd get, he'd have a paranoid schizophrenic episode. He'd end up out on the streets, just loopy out, just way out there. And he'd end up in jail. Well, they don't treat them in jail. They just house them until their time's up and they let them go.
Mm-hmm.
So we had him in the hospital one time up on the psych ward he's in there for about 2 weeks probably. And they had him all fired up on, I don't know what they had him on, but it was strong. He was like a zombie for a little bit.
Open up these mental hospitals back up.
A Mormon church, yeah, that's the Church of the Latter-day Saints, isn't it? Same thing.
Yeah, I do believe so.
Yeah, I think it is.
You're trying to pray to your Lord, and you got some crazy nut job want to shoot it up and start it on fire.
Yeah, I just, and I just don't. I don't know.
Yeah, all the time. I'm just glad I'm old. I just feel sorry for my kids and my kids' kids.
Yeah, you went robotic there for a little bit. Oh yeah, John, that's a fact. I mean, Mitch's brother, the one time I went and got him downtown, he was walking around downtown Muncie on a Sunday in the afternoon with no shoes on. I was like, Scotty, where's your shoes at? I gave him somebody, he needed them. I already know what's going to happen to the planet. Let me tell you about it. And off he went with this theory about what was going, this just rambling theory, And I was like, maybe we ought to go get you some help. What do you think? And I convinced him to go to the hospital. And then when we get there, I pull up the emergency room and I say, out in the car for a little bit, man. Let me go in here and talk to these people real fast, see what's happening. So I go in and I tell the lady, this guy's having a paranoid schizophrenic episode. There's no way I can bring him in here and you put him in that waiting room. I said, there's no way. Believe me. She wouldn't listen. I said, you need to get him in a room, come in the door and take him down the hall somewhere and get him in a room, or else it's not going to be pretty. 5 or 6 cops later, and I don't know how many assault charges he picked up that day. And they finally strapped him down and fired him up with something to just laid him out. And they were wheeling him away to the 7th floor. I looked at that lady and I said, I told you, didn't I? You didn't want to listen, did you? I said, I fucking told you what was going to happen, and you didn't want to listen to nobody. Because he went ballistic inside the waiting room, man. I mean, just schizoid, destroying the earth and everyone in it crazy. And most people, as long as they stay on the medication, are okay. With they get to feeling good, so what happens? They quit taking their medicine. And then when they start into the paranoid episode or whatever, they don't realize they're doing it. But yeah, we have a series, and I think what was it in the 70s, the Carter administration, maybe it was, that closed all the insane asylums. And rightfully so, a lot of them were bad. I mean, mistreatment and horrible conditions and stuff, but that's not anything that regulations wouldn't take care of. Oh, I know, John. Dad was the same way.
You know what it is? Not all of them were bad. Just some of them were so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'd come in and Dad be sitting there running his crane in the recliner. I mean, you just never knew what you were going to get once they started going. And then my grandma, hers was real bad. And she started going real bad when COVID happened. So I couldn't put her in a nursing home right then. You know what I mean? So we had to wait an extra year of, dealing with taking care of her. And I'd have to sleep with one eye open pretty much. So because she tried to get out of the house at night. And then when my cousin had come and take her to lunch on Sundays, my cousin laughed, said every time she got in the car, the first thing she'd say to her is, they don't feed me. And I'd laugh. And then most mornings I'd get up and she'd say, I seen that guy with the top hat again out back. I'm like, the guy with the top hat was out back. And you just play along. You don't try to correct him because you're wasting your time. Just play along. And I told her, you mean the guy in the top hat was here again? So I talked to him. I told him, don't be coming around here at night no more. And she'd be fine. Okay, that'll work. You tell him, though. I'm like, I got it.
Like I say, I don't want to be in a nurse home where if I can't wipe my own butt, I don't want to be in there. I don't want somebody like Brian wiping my butt.
Yep.
Even though he's got soft hands, I still don't want him wiping my butt.
It's a tough thing watching somebody you love degrade down to pretty much not even really. I mean, it's like a shell of a body with a malfunctioning brain that just isn't there. Look in their eyes. The lights are on. Nobody's home. And it's tough, man. I'm telling you. John knows what I'm talking about. He's going through it right now. I went through it with grandma and then dad. And the bad part is it comes on gradual. You know what I mean? Over a span of a couple of years with dad, every now and then he'd say something kind of off the wall, and I just laugh like, "What are you talking about, Pop?" Oh, I know, John. Yeah, the secure places, and most people just drop, you know, they'll drop the people off because once they get that far, there's nothing you can do. Heck, half the time they don't even know who you are when you come, which makes it harder on the person visiting them and taking care of them than it does on them because they just don't know. Heck, that's what that is.
You
Yeah,
see all these pregnant girls taking Tylenol now that Trump said Tylenol can do something with autism.
so they're taking them on purpose
You
so
there?
they can have an autistic baby. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
There's something
I think you
seriously
should get
wrong
on there and
with
say oxygen. Oxygen, it's so great.
yeah.
And
There's
maybe
something
they'd
wrong
start sticking
with
the bags over their head. I can't breathe oxygen. Trump likes it.
go out. Come on. Hell, somewhere along the line, common sense has disappeared in this country. I'm talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, common sense is gone, man. I don't know where it went. Oh, goodness. Oh, trying to get going today. I got to see a house. And then I got to come back and start on the car. Well,
Okay. I still got diarrhea. I took another clean up. I could discover. I wonder if it was that sour milk.
that's real possible. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, God.
Boom. I didn't think you guys want to hear mom talk about having diarrhea. I think, and I admire because it's got to be the hardest job on earth, is the hospice nurse people. That's got to be tough, man. No, I didn't bring nothing down. You're fine, John. Don't even worry about, because like the hospice lady dad had, she was real cool. And I talked to her and she'd be like, yeah, I'm tired. Said I had I was over at one of my patients' house last night. They passed away. And they go through it all the time. I'm like, man, I don't know if I could do that job or not. You know what I mean? Because that'd be hard. Me and mom's been talking about when it's time to put her in one, which I don't know. She said, do it anytime I want, but I'm like, well, I want to just throw you in one when you're good. You know what I mean? For one, you can't sit around and smoke all day. You have to go outside.
Mama Bug smoke?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she smoked forever. Good morning, Sandy Toes.
Good morning, Dirty Toes.
There's always one like that. We had to wire some old folks' homes at the cable company, and the SOB, when I had one lady, every time we walked by her, she'd say "F you." Every time you walk by.
Damn, that car hit a deer.
Hmm.
Buck, too. Looked like a 6-pointer.
I hate the ones sometimes you'll walk in or you'll walk by and they'll say, "Help me." help me. And it's like, man, I just try not to make eye contact.
Oh, I used to deliver pizzas to this one. Oh my God, the smell. Oh,
Now, see, if I walk in and it smelled bad, my family ain't going there. I'd be like, nope. That's what I'll give credit to one my dad was at. No, if it smells, there ain't no way I'm putting my family in there. Little guy's barking at the chickens again, I think. Yep. I'll just let him off the chain, let him go over and look at them and see what they are.
that chicken start chasing him. He'd probably pee himself.
Oh, this dude built a awesome chicken coop and chicken house thing, man. There ain't nothing gonna get in it.
He probably had to keep Butters out of it.
Oh man, Butters was over there the other day running around, and I happened to come home and I looked out and said, "Butters, get away from here right now," because he done been grounded once for killing chickens. He likes chickens. Yeah, and I had seen him. My neighbor wasn't home, that owns it, or else he'd have been out there raising hell, I'm sure. But you can guarantee he was trying to figure out how to get inside that pen. Ain't no doubt in my mind, man. And Sandy Toad said, "Hey Eric, your team sucks as much as Troy's. Only she put AUCKS. Ucks. Ucks. Your team ucks. You got an ucky team." I just wonder how long it is before his chickens start having eggs. Grounding the dog. You like that gig? Yeah, he's got an electric collar he has to put on when he gets in trouble. When they ground him, he can't run around the neighborhood. He cracks my beat. I honestly think he would stand there and bark all day if you let him. How you doing, Gig? Good to see you, man. He's killing me. He's gotta quit. Interesting. What other world problems can we solve while we're here today? We done dealt with the mental health crisis in America, which all that would take is some money. Oh, J Dog sent me a picture of a paddlefish. Okay.
J Dog don't know what fish look like. The only fish he knows of is a fish sandwich from McDonald's.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich? And J Dog said to say Eric can lick his honey hoe. I think that's back when they were talking about chopping stars or whatever. The brown starfish or something. Yeah, laying out trails for the Enduro, looks like, in Sonny's land. Yep. That must be coming up this weekend then. Let's see what the date is. It'd be the Mud Daubers National Enduro for those of us who aren't so inclined. You ready to come in, little man? You ready to quit that barking? No, didn't think so. Hmm. Huh. No worries.
It's not the fishing that I enjoy so much. It's just being out there and seeing God's beauty.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes I like going bank fishing because usually you're out there, ain't nobody else around, and I kind
That's
of
why I
like.
like. That's why I like going boat fishing. There ain't nobody around. If you want to get on the front of the boat and do the helicopter, woo!
To the helicopter. That's hilarious. You ready to come in, little guy? I'm about tired of hearing all this barking. Yes, I am.
John can't do it down there. Too many people.
What's that? Oh yeah,
The
the
helicopter.
helicopter. Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. That like oh, the one lake. There's not a lot of people at. In
Plus,
fact, I don't think I've
plus
seen
John's
hardly
got
any.
plus John's got a lot of birds down there. They might say that and they say, "Look at that little worm! I'm gonna go give me some of that."
It'd be hard to explain at the hospital. Mr. John, how exactly did you get that pelican stuck on your penis in his mouth? Shake the milk bone box, Butters will come running. You know, he's getting so picky on the treats now. I tried to give him a pepperoni yesterday and he sniffed it, turned his head. I'm like, well, that's all there is, pal. Take it or leave it. I'm like, who are you to be picky to someone giving you free snacks? Or he probably won't come around for a while. I did find I had set a couple boxes out. Hold on. I gotta write something real quick. Nope. Ah, okay. Let's get this little dog in this house. Try cat trees. You know, I got some too. Butter's so big though, man. It'd take a whole pack of cat treats just to make one mouthful. Making her a black eye by mistake. Yeah, like John said, we don't fish around people. Look out, kitty cat, so I can let little guy in. Come on, get in there. Anybody wants to hear you barking no more. Excuse me, kitty. Come on. Slide that way. You do that shit on purpose. I know you do. There's no doubt in my mind. Stop. You lay right where I open the door just because you want to agitate the dog. I know how you are. You ain't fooling me none, pal. Good job, buddy. Did you have a nice conversation with the chickens? I thought you did. There you go. Go in there and bother Tilly for a while. He didn't want no treats, so that's cool. Yep, you're right. Because we started breaking the pepperonis into little bitty bite-sized pieces to make them last longer. And I had some kid call me. That's been a week or so ago. And I'd met him at the dollar store. He was pulling a pontoon boat set up for catfishing and stuff. And I talked to him about his boat and stuff for a little bit. And, happened to mention being an appraiser and that stuff. And he said, man, bro, he said, I flip houses. So if I need an appraisal done, I'll give you a call. I was like, okay, where you hear that shit all the time, And the guy called last week wanting to do an appraisal for a house today. And I told him, yeah, no problem, man. I can do an appraisal for you. I told him the price, and I was like, but, you got to pay me up front because I don't know you from anything, you know what I mean? So I can't just do the appraisal thinking that you're going to send me a check afterwards. And he called me or texted me last night and said that they weren't going to do the appraisal today, or they weren't going to do it now. Like, okay, whatever. But I like them pay at the door ones. You don't get them very often these days. But back in the old days, man. Because if it's cash money, it don't get reported on a 1099.
Don't blame you there.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam done got his grubby hands in everybody's pocket.
I still
If
to
he
this
get away
day,
with a little bit where he ain't got to get his cut.
I still
Good
to
for
this
you.
day can't figure out how they ever let the income tax law get passed. The only thing I can figure is
Pay
they done
attention.
it because they didn't have communications. You maybe read it in the paper 3 weeks later or whatever. You know what I mean? So they done it without people knowing. And then once it got implemented, I'm like, how did they not burn DC down? There you go, John. Yeah, it's a good idea. Get your money up front because after you're done, they like you can take it back. That's what I told the kid. I said, with banks or whatever, they just cut me a check after everything's done. I said, but if I was to email you that report without being paid, then you could just do whatever you want with that report. I can't get it back, and you could use it and not pay me. Oh yeah, I can vouch for the fact donuts won't kill a dog. Yeah, I don't know about the chocolate because I fed my dogs pieces of chocolate, and then I hear you shouldn't feed them cheese.
Give them worms.
Is that what it does?
Yeah.
You don't want to touch up your gas. Exactly. May have a stroke or something, and I'm gonna go through his pockets. Exactly. Yeah. Good point. Jeez, be the dog. I didn't think so neither, gig. I was, it's a pick your battle kind of thing there. No, I didn't, dog and I, but I did know cocaine comes from a plant. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh man, what time is it? Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Wonder if Mark went fishing today. Y'all share me out there, see if we can pick up a couple more people before we have to call it a day. Usually have about 20. Like I said, I must have made somebody mad. Oh, might make you feel more yourself faster than eating it, John. Never snort a Snickers. Yeah, no doubt. Oh, okay. Yeah, dog and I, you lost me on that one. Good morning, Misplaced Country Girl. Never snort a Snickers. When's that gathering happening? Next month? Or no, that's in the spring, isn't it? Never mind. Forget. No. What month is it? It's October. When's the gathering? Oh, I forgot. Eric's not in the truck. April? Okay. That's it. That makes sense. So where are you flying into, Sandy? Is today your birthday, country girl? If so, happy birthday. It was yesterday. Oh, well, happy birthday, hon. I was at the doctor yesterday. I didn't get to do a show. I hope you had a nice birthday. Oh, okay. So you'll fly into Chattanooga. That's cool. I've been to LAX before. The heck was that? Huh. Thought I heard a dog or something. I guess not. Somebody's doing something they ain't supposed to. I know that. The one in Tennessee, I didn't know there was an Ohio gathering. I guess I'm not invited to that one. Which I can't go to the one in Tennessee anyway. I don't know. I know we talked about last year maybe meeting at the Licking River, but it ended up not happening if I remember correctly. because I was going to go to that, which I need to go down and go fishing with J Dog one day in the middle of the week or something. But I'd rather go down and stay the night before and fish that day than get up early and drive. Because for me to get there by 7:30 at the boat ramp, I got to leave here at what, 3:30 maybe, because it takes me a long time to get there. Probably not other people, but the way I drive, it takes me a long time. I don't know if he does it every year. I know he had talked about doing one in the past, but I don't know. A hammock chair, that's cool. So how long are you going to be here, Sandy? That's what I wondered. You'll be there 2 weeks? No kidding. Well, yeah, I guess if you're going to fly halfway around the world, you might as well stay a long time. Oh, man, I got to quit making myself laugh. Oh, that's cool. Well, I may come over and see you then. They're not far from me. By internet terms, they're not far from me. I forgot how many hours it took me to get to Germany. If I remember correctly, I took a plane out of here and it flew me to Chicago. It's a little bitty twin prop passenger thing. I don't know, might have held 12 people or something. And then we left. Let's see how that worked. We left. I think we went to Chicago and flew down to St. Louis, and we left St. Louis and headed towards the Atlantic Ocean. And I think we stopped in New Jersey or something just to fuel up. It was just a land fuel up and go kind of thing, if I remember correctly. And then we were in the airplane, I don't know how many hours, a lot. Mm-hmm. And I want to get the pants and just a bra. I see how this sexy outfit works. Yep. Hey, Sandy, text Curtis and tell him to get up and come up here on the live. I know you talked to him this morning already. Ain't no doubt in my mind. I don't know where J Dog's at. He usually pipes in by now. Oh, I'd say the plane ride's worse. At least on the boat, you can get up and walk around and do stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, looks like they got the Enduro coming through Sonny's Land this year. That's cool. Looks like it rained. I guess if it rains too much, they won't go across the river. Ah, I see. Good morning, Lisa Elliott. How are you? You mean you didn't talk to Curtis on the phone last night? Me and Eric were making a bet on that. Well, not really a bet. We just talked and figured that that's why he was still sleeping. He does. No, he don't. Who's his different boo? I ain't buying what you're selling. I gotta close the blind. The sun's coming in now. There we go. Yeah, I don't buy that. Who'd you say his new boo was? I'm looking. I missed something. Who's that? I'm gonna swing around, pick him up. I must have missed that. Hey, Rowdy World, good morning. Who are you talking about? Sandy was going to swing by and pick him up. I'll ask Eric what this is all about. He'll know.
You know I can hear you the whole time, right?
I knew you could, but you couldn't answer, evidently.
Yeah, I was
Who's
on the
Kurt's
tires.
boo?
I didn't know you had one.
I didn't either. Sandy said he does.
Mm.
Said she was going to swing by and pick him up or something.
Oh, I know who his new boo is. His name's Troy.
Yeah, she's going. Yep, Sandy. All you got to do is buy a moo moo, and you can pull him back, guaranteed. You know he's probably creeping. Hey, Ernie, what's up, brother? How are you?
What's up, Ernie? Somebody hit a 6 or 8 on Oh, what is that? Veterans Memorial Road off of 50 in Chillicothe.
Done what?
Hit a deer,
Oh, okay.
hit a buck.
I thought you
Was that
meant
a 6
people.
or 8? No. Didn't
Is
hit a
that the one
person.
you seen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck, only the sun should be up there. It's up here now, and you're east of me.
Yeah, it should be up at Ernie's. I'm in Chillicothe. Ernie's only like 20, 25 minutes away from Chillicothe, I think. He's waiting for the dew to get off the ground.
Yeah.
He won't go out there and slip and fall.
Well, that and you can't paint if it's got dew on it. What are you painting
Yeah.
on the boat?
Probably painting the trailer. Did you see he sanded it all down real nice? Probably getting ready to paint the trailer.
Waiting on the sun. There would be plenty of deer, but if I say what I feel, it'll stir the pot way far away, or 30 minutes away. I don't know about the pot thing. Wouldn't be the first person to stir the pot in here, believe me.
That it. Don't mention dog food.
Stop. Just stop. That one went over my head the last time. Oh, well. I can't be loved by everybody, I don't suppose.
Mm. I
Everybody
try to get along with everybody until they they pull that last knife out of my back, and it's just like, no, I can't be friends with you no more. I see how you treat me. Well, I'm gonna say it. I see how your wife treats women in the chat. I don't have. You got issues you got to take care of. You might need some counseling.
What is it they
Marriage.
say? If everybody likes you, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You're right, Ernie. They do, man. They don't want you to be able to grow your own food, hunt your own food. They want you 100% dependent on them.
Yep.
And that's the whole thing with debit cards and stuff. They started that plan years ago to become a cashless society, so then they could control what you can buy. If once they take control, they can shut your crap off. And like they did, froze the bank account on them truckers up in Canada. What was it, last year or so, year before, when they had the big strike?
Yeah. We'll get into that. People, I can't believe give people license that can't even speak English or read. How do you pass a driving test if you can't read the signs on the side of the road?
Where did you get the original seeds that you planted them at? Do you think that they're GMO seeds maybe and they won't reproduce? I'd have to put one in wet paper towel or something and see if it
Well,
sprouts.
you remember back in the day when you used to buy tomatoes, if you threw some out in the yard, they'd grow.
Yep.
Nowadays, that don't do that. It doesn't work like that nowadays. They used to get them, what was they, the big beef tomatoes.
Yep.
And I used to save a couple of them every year. And then I would, when I was still married and still had a garden and stuff, I used to put them in the backyard. Next year, and then grow. I wouldn't even have to buy tomato plants. You can do that now. They don't freaking grow.
Well, there's got to be some. I didn't know it was that way with the ones you buy regular. I know, like farmers and stuff, Monsanto, the seeds they sell them, they'll grow, but they won't produce fruit the next year. Heirloom variety, yeah. Well, a guy had some heirloom tomatoes for sale the other day. I stopped and got a couple, and they were awesome. See, that's what I was wondering, where to buy seeds at then, that they're going to be, non-GMO, that you could be able to replant.
Go to an Amish market. The Amish can grow whatever.
Yeah, that might be the ticket. Yeah, I never thought about that. But yeah, in fact, I thought I may not have. I thought I kept some of the seeds from those heirloom tomatoes. Yeah, but just because the package says it doesn't mean it's so. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just because the package doesn't mean it's so. Because Monsanto controls, I know the farmers seed, they control all of them in the world. That's why I was wondering, there's got to be places you can get seeds that don't have anything to do with them or the government or nothing. Yeah. I thought I kept some seeds, but now I know I didn't. I thought I'd cut them out of it, but I didn't end up not keeping them. And I planted one time, was supposed to be the big beef tomatoes, and they didn't grow that big, beef steaks or whatever. It was coming down here a little bit, and then they got, some places have the new gas pump that's a blue, and it's for, like, your off-road vehicles and stuff like that. Doesn't have ethanol in it. Yeah.
Man, I wonder how much is the gas prices over there, Sandy? Wonder what they are over in Australia. Or do they just put a harness on a kangaroo, ride it around?
Yep. Eggshells also. Yep.
It was just 277 a gallon. That Sunoco right there.
Really.
Yep.
The lowest I seen was $2.99 here, and then yesterday, before going to Indy, it was $3.19. How in the heck does it jump like that overnight? I just don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Well, shoot. 20 people in there now. Make sure you share this out, guys. I'm trying to get my audience built back up for it coming on winter time. I'll be going back to 5 days a week or 4 and Rustic doing Thursdays. Summertime, it just too much going on.
Oh, no doubt.
I gotta see if I got all the paperwork pulled for this house. I gotta see yet. I think I pulled everything. Play what for a few? Guess I'll play ATS for a few. At least I got mowing done last week. Hopefully it don't grow much.
I don't think we got any rain coming.
Yep, tourist trap 330, boonies 270. Yep. No rain. I know. I seen that, Ernie. We're so low on rain right now, which I don't mind because the grass ain't growing, but it's not good for the rivers and stuff. I know where I was fishing. I was carp fishing Saturday, and where I usually let the fish go from on the rocks, so you could. I was standing there. Hey, good morning, Bass Fishing 336. How are you? Yeah, not bad, man. Another day in paradise. It could be worse. Yeah, I better look real quick while I'm thinking about that. See if I got it printed out and everything. I got another house to see tomorrow, I think. I had to turn a couple down because I end up getting myself overscheduled. And then I end up like, oh shit, I got to get that done. You know what I mean? It's like, this one here's today. Where is it? Oh, it's in New York and Muncie. New York Avenue. Properties vacant, secure with a lockbox coded at 3681. Okay, that's cool. Yep, definitely don't have the property card and stuff printed. I may have them pulled. Wonder if I got to put some paper in the printer. Bum, bum, ba-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Ooh, I know. I got to put me a Mountain Dew in the freezer so I can have a slush later. What we're looking at on time, 8:35. Okay, we're all right. Eric, I'm sorry your football team sucks so much you could beat the Cowboys. You couldn't beat the Cowboys, but look at the bright side. You didn't quite lose either. Okay, you didn't quite lose either. I'm calling Pumpkin. Be good, ladies and gentlemen. Who's Pumpkin? Well, tell Pumpkin to get up here then. Let's send him a text. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Fans.
Let them pick guitars and drive them old trucks. Teach them to be doctors and lawyers and such. Okay. I'll be right back. Got feet. Kitty, what you doing, buddy? You a good kitty cat? Yes, you is. Say, yeah, I'm a good kitty dad. When I'm asleep, I just don't sleep enough. That's your problem. I'm a good kitty when I'm asleep. I just don't sleep enough. All right, look out, buddy. I'm gonna have to get on one of these lenders. I mean, they owe me like $1,200 or $1,300, man. And I ain't seen no checks. I may have to give them a call on the phone today instead of emails. I done emailed them twice. That's the friendly way. And I'd hate to lose them as a client, but I can't be sitting around waiting on money when I don't have any. What's this? Creators of AI actress Tilly Norwood. So they actually made an AI actress lady? Huh. It's not a real person. Yeah, at least the labor's cheaper. Huh. That's interesting. AI is scary, man. I'm telling you. You talk about being capable of manipulating stuff. They have no idea what they've unleashed. Oh, got to pull the blind just a little bit further. Yeah, this is the only time of year that the sun shines on the computer screen in the morning time. Email equals paper trail. Oh, yeah. It's my money, and I want. Now, you're right, Rowdy. You have no idea how true that is, actually. Back when I lived in Noblesville, I just become an appraiser on my own, actually. And I done an appraisal for this guy. And a month went by and I didn't see my money. So I called him. Every time I called him, he had some kind of excuse. Grandma died or some bullshit stuff. And some black guy in Indy had a little mortgage office. This is back before the crash when you could actually call and talk to the lenders personally. So I called him on the phone and said, dude, man, you owe me this money for 2 months now. Oh, I know I'm going to get your money, man, but I said, that ain't going to work this time. Tell you what, I'll be at your office tomorrow morning. And if you don't have a check for me, I'm taking a computer and I'm taking it home. And when you get me my money, I give you your computer back. So you can't do that. I said, well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow, won't we? I sent Guido and them over to take my property. And somehow he found the money to pay me. Female predators caught on body cam. Oh, you shouldn't be predating on people. You know what, man? My mom has the greenest thumb of anyone I've ever met in my life. She can grow anything and successfully. And I am the total opposite. I can kill stuff real easy. I don't know why that is. I just ain't good at growing stuff. Na, 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 na. Oh. What we got here? Cops in a crazy scene in Lafayette, Indiana.
What the hell are you doing, old man?
Do you really? Yeah, that's cool, man. I wish I did it. Like I said, I kill them or else I'd have a bunch.
What the hell are you doing, old man? Well, see, Riley, the way it works, I'm a real estate appraiser, and the way it's always worked well since the real estate crash anyway. Before that, you had your own lenders and you cultivated your clients. You know what I mean? You went out and built your client base. Well, now after the real estate crash, they have a thing called AMCs, appraisal management companies. If you're a loan officer, you send the request to the company saying, I need an appraisal done at address 123 5th Street. They have a bank of appraisers, and it kind of goes in a rotation in theory, and they send it out to the next appraiser up in line. He does the appraisal, submits it, and the government told the lenders they have 30 days to pay you. Every one of them takes 30 days, and it's really a pain in the ass. So, in this one here, one of the appraisals is $750. One's $425 and one's $425, and that pretty much covered the bills for the month if they'd send it to me. Now where was? Oh, I just got to open that folder for this house. So it's always been a sore spot with me since, as with anything else, when the government gets involved, they mess it up. It's like they implemented this market analysis form called a 1004 MC that was the stupidest thing I ever seen.
And they actually relied on it for market analysis, which is just crazy. Let's see here. Oh, here. Right, what's up? There we go. That's what we're looking for. So now I gotta. The best part is though, all these AMCs have to get licensed in each state, and if you ever have a problem with one, you just get a hold of the board, and they get your problem solved pretty quick. But then that takes time and a pain in the butt that I shouldn't have to mess with. Instead, I'll call him. But like the guy who I told him I'd come and get his computer, see if it was still that way. I could just call him once and man, you guys got my money. I've waited long enough. I've been patient. You know, I got bills to pay and you're holding me up. What is this address? 2116. I don't see it anywhere. You're kidding me. I haven't made a folder for it yet. Says the. Well, I reckon we ought to end this. I don't know. Ain't much chatter going on in the chat. What do y'all think? Hey, Ernie, grab that link if you want to do backstage here in a little bit. Or are you going to go live doing your paint? We'll go there. Let's see. Eric must be unloading tires. Let the live run, Nubs. Okay, I can do it. I'm just going to sit here and I've got to pull some paperwork and stuff. I mean, I can leave it up for a little bit. It don't really matter. Dude, I've been talking since 5 a.m. or what, 6, I guess, this morning. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Nubs, what's up, man?
What's up, y'all?
Another day in paradise, brother. 2116 North New York. Let's see. New. There we go. New folder. Got I really should have looked at this house before I accepted it. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, I hate they canceled our tournament this weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you going to do? Ocean's probably popping right now, isn't it?
It is. They talking about 10 to 12 footers this weekend.
That's what I thought. Yeah, surfers are stoked right now.
Oh yes, Lord.
I miss surfing so bad, man. I'm telling you.
The only downfall is they've got all the beaches closed off where you can't swim.
Yeah, but surfers no ways around that. Believe me, they got
yeah.
spots. You know what I mean? And usually, you know,
they were running them out yesterday.
Depending on the area, a lot of times the cops and stuff won't bother them if you know because they know what they're doing.
Right.
Damn, Fishing with Kedra has a table of crappie laid out here that is unbelievably big. I don't know where she's from, but that's a mess of crappie right there. Are you kidding me? Let's see where she's from.
I'm gonna try to go Thursday night and get some more of them ribbon fish.
What are they?
Ribbon fish. Them things eat good. They ugly, but they eat good though.
That's usually how it is, isn't it?
Yeah, most of the time. I learned to catch them. The Asians taught me how to catch them. There's a bunch of Asians that down on the pier, they catch them things. They said they're a delicacy. Well, I see now why.
Oh, really?
Yeah, buddy, them things are great.
Yeah, I know my cousin, my dad's brother, he was married, the lady he was married to, her dad was full-blood Filipino. That guy did not waste any part of a fish. Used
They don't, man.
Yep, every single part of that fish was used. And whatever they didn't use to eat went in the compost or in the garden.
Yeah, them agents now, they can do it. They go catch 40 or 50 of them things a night.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I don't have the patience to stay out there all night to catch them. If I can get me
Yeah.
5 or 6 of them, I'm happy.
Hmm.
Them things got teeth like a barracuda.
Oh, you're kidding me, really?
Oh yeah. Check them out. Look them up. Ribbon fish.
Hold on, let me write it down because I'll forget. Ribbon fish. Ribbon like ribbon in a bow.
Yep.
There we go. What am I doing here? I didn't get on here to turn videos on, you dummy. Stop. The heck is wrong with you? There we go. Now we got to, okay, there, we got to pull up the Delaware County Assessor's page. I thought I'd done this already. Yes, I did. This takes longer than almost anything I do, actually. One 116 North New York. That's the one. Okay, what we got here? Find the property card. Tax history. Bill report. There we go. Property card. That's the one we want.
I get to go play Repo Man this morning.
Really? What are you repoing?
Termite bait stations.
Oh. Are you repoing them like they paid for it, or they ordered them and they or didn't pay for them, or are you repoing them because they're done being there?
No, we so the builder, whenever they put this house here, you have to, in the state of North Carolina, you have to get them pre-treated for termites.
Oh yeah.
And so we stopped doing a lot of liquid treatments and just started doing mostly bait stations.
Yeah.
And, so we put the bait stations in, but if you don't pick up the contract, then we come get our stations.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. And they don't care after they get the house built and sold anyway.
Yeah, they don't. The builder don't care.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And most of the time, they won't provide us with the buyer's information. Like,
Oh,
the
yeah.
only thing we need is a phone number, so we can call them and say, hey, you want to pick up your termite contract?
Yeah.
But most of the time, they won't provide the information.
Yeah, that's crazy. Be like, well, so you go out there, and then if the people are there, you can tell them, hey, this is a termite thing. We put them in for the builder. Now, if you'd like to have them, you can sign a contract with us, and we'll maintain them every year, kind of thing.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah, yeah. I got to set this laptop down here for a minute to load the damn printer. Put that there. Close this drawer some. So I think my carpal tunnel's coming back. I'm going to have to start wearing that wrist thing for a while.
Oh, man, that ain't no good.
Well, I couldn't figure out why my hand was acting funny. And I was having trouble, like, say, cutting stuff, for instance.
Right.
That I couldn't get my hand to turn. It's hard to explain how it was happening. But it was like I couldn't get my hand to do what I wanted it to. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. I didn't know if I had some nerve damage somewhere or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then come to find out, what happened? Come to find out it was, I went, to the doctor to make sure it wasn't nerve damage or anything, and come find out it was actually carpal tunnel stuff. I'm like, wow, that's wild.
That is wild.
Yeah, I always figured it was just carpal tunnel was like pain or something, but it actually was affecting my motor skills.
That ain't no good.
No. Like the way I noticed it when I put the dog food in the bowl, I usually have this fork thing that I cut them up with, right? Well, when I go to turn my wrist to cut them up, my wrist wouldn't turn. And I'm like, your brain's thinking wrist turn, and your wrist is just sitting there like, nah, man, we ain't gonna do that no more. I'm like, yes, you
Right.
are. And I couldn't figure out what it was, and it started getting worse and worse. I'm like, well, I better go get this looked at. And then come find out it was carpal tunnel. I forget what they done. They done some tests. I don't remember what it was, but they done these tests and said, yep, that's what it is. Okay, what we trying to do? We want to print this. That's what we want to do. The cat will be jumping up here in a minute once he hears the printer kick on. Fast, economical, black ink only, okay. 95%, or we'll go 96%. There we go. Print. Let's see what happens there. We'll better get the taxes on there while we're at it.
That's not knock on the door to let somebody know I was here, Bubba. I'm just here to get the bait stations, man. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm just grabbing up some right bait station, big dog. All right, buddy. Oh, scared the crap out of him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I know. He didn't come to the door, so I just started walking around his house getting the station.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I don't walk around people's houses these days neither.
Nah, man. I like to let somebody know I'm here.
Well, they finally changed the guidelines on appraisals because it used to be you have to drive by and take a picture of each comparable home that you're using in your report. So you'd roll by, stop, take a picture of the house, and drive on. And people don't like you doing that these days. You know what I mean?
They do not. They do not like you doing that.
I kept saying, man, they need to change this guidelines where you ain't got to do that no more. And they finally done it just like about 3 weeks ago. Now, why?
Yeah, people like you right now taking pictures of their stuff.
Dang, nabbit. I didn't cut it off. Kitty cat, are you kidding? Get off the printer. You just made it print something. Damn it.
Dang, cat.
Shit. I thought I put something over that so that didn't happen no more. Here, get off the printer, man. You're getting on my last nerve today. Stop. How many of them you gonna print? Huh? Shoot. Are you kidding me? How many pieces of my paper you just wasted? You know that stuff costs money, right? Four sheets of paper you wasted. I'm taking that out of your food budget. No more cat snacks this week. Killing me, Smalls.
All right, I got all these stations. Now we're going to put them in another house.
About that. Familiar. Okay, it's done printing. Go back over and lay in the sun. It's all over with now. We're not printing a bunch today.
Buggy, how far of a drive was it to meet us at the boat ramp?
You know, the way home was the way to go. The way I went there was crazy because I put it on no interstate and it took me through all kinds of places. But the drive, if I just took the interstate, was only a couple hours.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad at all.
Yeah.
All right, John, man. We'll see you, buddy. Yeah, it's going to hurt all the time, too, John. I broke my wrist racing dirt bikes one time. It sucks now.
Back on the road again.
Gig says when gill netting was legal, we used to catch ribbon fish by the hundreds. Nice.
Well, them ribbon fish are good now. I ain't gonna lie.
Says, don't you hate when your hand falls asleep during the day? You know it's going to be up all night.
How we catch them, Gig, is a glow stick, a steel leader, and a treble hook with a finger mullet on it. A green or a blue glow stick works great. Now, them Asians down there, they got all kind of daggone flashy lights and poppers and flash and all kinds of mess they put on their stuff. They have $40, $50 rigs for a shark to eat if they ain't careful.
I wonder if they're using them in the restaurant or just to eat.
See, that's what I'm wondering too, man. Because there'll be 25 or 30 of them Asians down there catching them, and they catch 40 or 50 a night.
They may be selling them to the restaurants or something.
They might be. I just took and filleted them and fried them, man. Them things were great. There we go. I gotta see my message coming. They're the same way here too, Gig. So like now the drum moved in last night. They're up here at Surf City, and so the drum fishermen and the Asian and them ribbon fishermen, they don't get along very well. And them drum fishermen have moved them Asians down the pier, and he is pretty funny to watch. But there'll be 75 to 80 drum fishermen down there on the end of the pier.
It's 108. Got to be somewhere it says the special assessments total. Come on, man. I hate Delaware County's assessor, man. Total for the year. Okay. Dang, that's loud.
That was my
Hello?
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 Medicare just launched an inflation relief package for Indiana.
We're calling you about your medical plan, Part B.
So you do have Medicare Parts A and B, right?
Nope.
How'd I know?
Unfortunately, you don't.
I get 5 of them a day. All because when I was filling out Dad's stuff to get him in the nursing home, I had to put my phone number down. And
You know what you should tell them, say, I'm on death row. I don't need medical plan. I got medical plan on death row.
Well, you got to go through that first part, and it'll connect you to a human. And every now and then, if I'm in a good mood, I'll go ahead and let it connect to a human, and I'll mess with them for about 15 minutes, and then, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I don't qualify for that.
Waste their time.
Exactly. I can't believe this doesn't show special assessment. Kitty cat, why must you play right there? You're making the sun shine on my computer screen.
Are you talking to me?
Talking to the cat.
Oh. What time do you?
Yeah, I love to go drumfish, man. I really do. We used to go over to Cape Hatters 2 or 3 times a year and drumfish. I haven't been able to go here the last few years. We've been going up to Surf City and getting. think they ended up with like 30-some fish last night off of Seaview Pier. They had caught like 10 or 12 before 10 o'clock last night. That's a stud drum, a 49-pounder. My biggest one was 56 inches. We didn't weigh. I didn't have no way to weigh him. But yeah, the longest one I've ever caught was 56 inches. And I actually caught it on the sound side, on the backside of Cape Lookout. I've been looking for me a new drum rod, but man, I can't give. I'm not gonna give $1,000 for a daggone rod. I'm not going. I refuse. Somebody spray painted danger in the road. Bunch of retards. About to get Eric and Curtis to come down here one time and let's get on some of them drones. Them boys will have a blast with that. Why can't I hear them? Connected to my earbuds? No, not connected to my earbuds.
Fucking hell. Come on. Hey, Eric, can you hear me? Can't hear nobody.
Heck, I was sitting there talking to you. I was muted. Yeah, I can hear you.
Got you. Okay, cool.
I had it muted and forgot. I was talking to Mom.
Yeah, I'd like to get Eric and Curtis to come down here.
Hell, you can't get them to leave the state. You kidding me? They're going to go to jail. Got the Ohio River. Okay, there's Spring Ditch. Spring Bay. So that's 1054. So.
You did?
The boy I go to the pier, he just texted me and said, hey,
I'm
working
muted.
today? What did you do?
Sorry, I was muted too. I was talking, didn't even.
That happened.
I said, only kind of ocean fish I'd like to catch is I'd like to catch a hammerhead. Looks like Brian B.
Oh, we can work on that too. I've only caught a couple hammerheads, but not on purpose. Definitely by accident. Those big red drum, man, are fun to catch.
Okay, so that is. Don't make no sense.
Did he send you his good morning?
Yeah,
Yeah, like I said, I know he's probably listening.
he's a little
I
nice
don't.
to me.
I don't believe him about no 62-pound fish. It was probably a 62-pound log they snagged.
Yep, but that or a tire or something.
Yep, because I ain't seen no pictures,
Yep, me neither.
so I don't believe him. One
I
old
seen a
J
90
Dog's
caught out
old
of
wise
Gaston.
tale.
I seen there was a 90 caught up there by where Mr. Tom lives. Oh, there in Gaston.
108 plus.
25.61.
108 plus 10, 118. I'm just going to say 118. That'll work. What do you want, guys? You want to go out, Tilly? Come on. You ready to go? You going to go this time? You make me open the blind, move it all the way over the way so I can get you out. Hold on. You guys are so much of a pain in my buttocks.
I'm gonna mute myself in just a second. I got your knuckles.
In my buttocks. See, there you go. Don't be out here all day and then act like you want to just come in for nothing. How's that work? That's close enough. That's close enough right there, man. See what I'm saying? Yeah, what I say? I said 118, didn't I? Fall, spring. Let's see. That's just the special assessments. 118. Now I'll write it in. How much is the actual tax? I closed that, didn't I? Because I'm an idiot. No, I got it right here. Why is spring and fall different? They should know. There we go. Spring tax 37385. Fall taxes 37385. Okay. 745 or 748. There, we got that now. We got to pull the property map for the parcel. Okay, let's see. First thing we got to do is take the picture thing off so you can see what it looks like from the street. Let's try it again. Huh. Interesting. We'll go like that. And the first thing we want to do is take the lot number out. Where's the one that says lot number? You're kidding me. Gonna be one of them days. Lot dimension. There we go. Lot number. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And parcels. How about building footprint? Bam. Okay, there's the building footprint. And probably I'll throw zoning in there too, hadn't we? Bam. What we got for zoning? Where'd it go? R3. Take zoning out because the map looks better that way. There we go. Now we want to print this one. Nah, here comes the cat. Oh no, we're just gonna save the PDF. Never mind, we ain't printing. What if it only let me save one page? Probably won't. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. All the crazy files.
What are you doing, kitty cat?
2116.
Where's Bones are at?
They're outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is parcel. Save that. Hi, kitty cat. No, I ain't printing nothing. Sorry. Don't be looking up under there. It ain't happening. Okay, there's that. Now we're going to go back and do the aerial view and take all that junk off there. I'm coming. Hold on a minute. You just going to
Bet
have
that's Telly saying, "Let me back in."
Exactly, 100%. That's what that is. And then see, now the cat comes and stands right at the opening of the door. But Tilly don't care until he just run over it. Little guy stop and look at it like Dad, make it move. Come on, Till. What are you doing, little guy? Let's go. Leave the chickens alone. Come on, leave the chickens alone, dummy. All right, that's it. Bye. He ain't ready to come in yet. He wants to bark at chickens. So what do? You let him bark at chickens. Because all neighbors should be off to work by now. Close the blind a little bit like so. Keep an eye out for the mailman in my registered letter this morning. He usually comes between 10 and 11, which I like an early mailman. Let's peel us a tangerine. Yummy. Get a little vitamin C coming into wintertime. It's good for you. It's good for what else you. There's only 9 people in there. Might as well end that, hadn't I?
Up to you, Buggy.
And just leave the backstage up till noon when you go to watch Pat McAfee.
Up to you,
Pat
buddy.
McAfee.
Let's see. Yeah, there's only 9 people in there.
I do like his suggestion yesterday he had for not having overtimes.
What was that?
The golden boot.
Oh, kicking?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd sure bring the value of the kicker up a lot, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, shit, these kickers nowadays hitting 65ers like they're nothing.
I know, isn't it amazing?
Back in the day, that was impossible.
Yep. Pretty much back in the day, kickers were just an afterthought, you know, not considered that important of an aspect. Until someone wised up and thought, wait a minute. Let's see here, what do we got to do?
It was nice. It was nice to wake up Sunday morning and have football on and watch football all day.
Yeah. I miss college game day.
Foosball, the devil.
Yep.
You missed college game day. Are you feeling all right, buddy?
I told Eric I'd do that damn tournament. I didn't think till I already committed myself. And then I was like, shit, that's Saturday. And yeah, lesson learned. Yeah, it'll never happen again. I can tell you that. I'll be like, yeah, I can do a Saturday tournament as long as it's after.
Tell you what, I know people don't like him, but he is making college game day fun again.
Who, Pat? Yeah, why don't they like
kicking
him?
thing and then him jumping off that dive.
Yeah. Yeah, what's not to like about Pat McAfee, man?
Good guy, and he donates a lot of money. I know that.
Yeah, he does, and he's fun. I wonder who's sponsoring that kick thing for him to give that much money away.
He sure does take a lot after John's medicine. Sure does love that stuff.
Come on, Barky, let's get in there. Let's go. Is your thing stuck? Hold on.
But I'm almost done with my route for today. I got 2 stops left.
I mean, I got a bunch of driving ahead. I'm just actually starting my
Put
route.
my boat in, man. I might go put my boat in and
Come
yeah,
on
see what
down.
happens today.
There. Now go lay down for
Oh,
a
I
while.
can't. I gotta go to the doctor. Crap.
Can't get anything done.
I know you're close to the coast. Be careful out there on the ocean. They
Yeah,
say
man,
that's supposed to be nasty out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough in the Cobb, man. I like to put the pontoon in and go fish the river while the water's coming up. Depends on what time I get done with my doctor's appointment today.
Our water's way down.
God, you ain't
Ours was
lying.
too, man. Ours was way. We hadn't had no rain in about 6 weeks, and it was down. Now we've had all this rain and it's coming up.
That little bit of rain we had last week didn't do much of nothing.
Nope. Sure didn't.
Makes the boat ramp steeper. Then there ain't much of a boat. What they call the
Ain't much
piers
water.
or whatever that come out. Ain't much of that. That is out in the water.
Yeah.
That's the way it was the same way here. If you launched your boat here, you pretty much had to pull it up on the bank to get to get somebody on the boat because of the pier were out of the docks was out of the water.
Yeah. Ours is the last bit of it's out, and that's it. But they're getting ready to pull them in here.
How
Oh, they
come?
take y'all's up?
Yeah, they take them off because the water freezes.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Our water never freezes here.
Yeah. But we can always beach it and then get on the boat. That's how we used to do it in the springtime, because they don't put them in until after, is it Memorial Day or Labor Day? Whatever one's in the spring.
Memorial Day, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Memorial Day, they don't put the boat ramps in until after Memorial Day.
If I didn't have a doctor's appointment today, I'd be headed back to the pier. It's only about a 2-hour ride from here.
What's that?
I said, if I didn't have a doctor's appointment today, I'd probably go back to the pier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's only about a 2-hour ride.
Yeah.
It ain't bad.
Nope. Okay.
If I'd have done really good yesterday, I would go back. I would just reschedule my doctor's appointment. But we didn't do too hot yesterday. We caught fish, but not like I was hoping to catch fish.
We only caught 3 Saturday, but it was still better than sitting at the house.
Hey, come on! I promise you that. It's way better sitting at the house. That's what I told the wife yesterday morning. I went back home. She was like, "You already off?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to the beach though." She said, "You're going to fish?" And I was like, "Sure am, honey. I'll see you later." I did beach sitting here at the house.
Nope. Well, we even took Mom out with us. She didn't want to sit at the house and be bored.
I don't blame her a bit.
And she wasn't even reeling the fish.
She just enjoyed being there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm good just being here. Don't worry about me.
My buddy I fish with all the time, my buddy Troy, his dad goes with us a lot, and he just goes to sleep. He won't bait a rod, he won't reel in a fish, he won't net a fish, but he's gonna sleep.
He's like, I sleep good on the boat. Let me
Yeah,
be.
he does, man. He does.
Yeah.
He go there he'll be snoring. Just killing it over there.
Yeah, he's like, I did the best sleep I get in this boat.
Like
Let me be.
Like a rocking bed. You know, the way he was rocking you to sleep.
He will too, but he'll go right out. We went to the pier the other week. Me, him, and his dad did, and he got one of them double fold out chairs.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he set that thing up, and next thing I know, he had a pillow and a blanket. He slept from like 8:30 to 12:30. He said, "Boys, I just paid my little $17 to come out here to get me some good sleep."
Yep, yep. I like it. Nobody to bother me or interrupt me.
Yeah, none of that mess.
Yep.
I'll be right back, fellas. I got to jump out here and spray this daggone outside of this house right quick. I'll be right back.
I know how to sleep. There we go. Work, download. Yeah, oh, crap. Well, why I have to do this every time? That don't make sense. Go 2116 North New York. And this is Ariel. Earl. Save that.
You want this little toy?
Yeah, there we go. Close that. Now, do away with the aerial photographies and click on the zoning and print that. What the difference between R3 and R4 is?
Yep, Ernie, that's where I'm at. Heading to West Porch, Mitch. One of your last.
Okay. Download.
Hey, going to Portsmouth last.
Portsmouth last.
Yeah, I hate going to Portsmouth last. And it's 2.5 hour drive back to Columbus.
Oh, is it really?
Yep. I'm making Bidwell my last stop.
There we go. I guess this was a foreclosed house is what it is.
Be nice when they hire enough drivers to take that other route from me, so I don't have to do 2 routes a day.
Yeah, they should pay you double if you got to do 2 routes a day. I'm just saying.
Yeah. They ain't doing that. They barely want to pay me for doing 1. Here's Curtis's favorite part.
What's that?
I have to come up on Lake White.
Oh. And what, you got a racist lake there, huh?
No.
Okay, now
It's a nice lake. It's a nice lake, though.
Good morning, Mr. Ernie. Oh, man, I got to call the office. Nice.
Looks like glass out there.
Yeah.
See bait fish. Supposed to have good flatheads in it.
Really?
Yep. Flatheads, channels, and blues. Well, I don't know if there's blues in there. I know there's white catfish in there.
What lake is it?
Lake White.
Lake White.
I'm sure you GPS'd it before too.
Have I?
I think so.
Yeah, I'll look it up on my map. What's it close to, Chillicothe, you say?
Waverly. Chillicothe, Waverly. Closer
Yeah.
to Waverly.
I hate when the orange doesn't peel good. You gotta pick all the crap off of it. I mean, I could eat it, but I don't like it. There we go. No, no.
It's only Tuesday.
There we go.
All right, I'm back.
If someone offered you $100,000 to give up your cell phone, all social media and everything for a year, would you do it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
In a heartbeat.
I promise
Yep.
you.
You go on a year cruise, I wouldn't need it.
I know that's right. Did y'all enjoy
Yeah,
the
I
cruise
would
there?
too.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't even use. Only time I had my phone is when I was taking pictures and videos. Most time the phone sat in the room.
Shoot, yeah.
Most of the time I was sitting out in the smoking section.
That's where I stayed most of the time.
Yeah, and it was nice to see some people that had some John medicine there.
Yes, yes.
And they tell you, no, you can't bring that on a boat. I mean, the one floor smelled like it.
They told us the same thing, and I think everybody that went with us took it.
What was it? Oh, never mind.
Cannabis.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, never mind. I got it.
A can of biscuits.
I mean, what would a cruise be without some doobies, man?
Come on.
I don't get high, and I know that. I used to get high. That's how I know that. I'd be like, man, you can't go on a damn cruise. You ain't got no car.
Every once in a while. It's all right to do it, dabble in it every once in a while.
Oh, I got
That's
nothing
right.
wrong with it. I
You
just
got to
can't do
have
it.
something for the cataracts, fellas.
Yep. So you don't go blind. I agree. I don't do it just because it makes me paranoid. If it didn't make me paranoid, I'd get high every day.
You know, we were all young males at one time, and we lost some eyesight.
That's right. And
So now I'm just working on not losing any more.
That's right.
Yeah. Curtis probably should have took some after you sprayed carburetor fluid in his
Yep.
eye.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Nah. Way I get Curtis is, is because I don't do it every once in a while, and I'll get Curtis because I'll roll up all the windows in the car. And he'll be over there. Let me have that bag of chips.
You sound like my dirt bike racing buddy used to do that shit to me. We'd go racing. He'd be like, man, I got to roll the windows up. It's too cold. Motherfucker, I know what you're doing. But no, man, that ain't it. I I'm like, all right, whatever, man. Just you do you. I'll play along.
I'll be right back.
He would do it and go racing. I don't know how he done it racing.
I've never heard anybody overdosing on it. That's why I'm like, yeah, it's considered a drug.
Yeah.
But a drug is you could overdose on. It's a natural plant. The
Well, I read a story one time.
Indians were doing it a long time before we even got this country.
Yeah, I read a story about one time, and the cotton industry originally wanted it and hemp outlawed because of the competition with the hemp. And they classified them all together back then. And the worst one is the classification it has states no medicinal use, meaning it has no medical use for you, which has already been proven wrong.
That is.
But getting them to revise it federally is just about impossible.
Them kids that always have a cerebral palsy or whatever it is.
Yep.
Kids have that, and they give them the gummies, the edibles.
Yep. Well, cancer patients, for instance, who get chemo and then they lose their appetite, it works for that. It's probably
It's
safe.
got a bunch of uses.
Quite a use.
Probably a lot safer than these chemically made drugs they make.
Oh, 100%. But they can't make no money off of it. That's why they fight it tooth and nail. Eli Lilly fights it. And I'm going to use up all my StreamYard hours in one setting today. I probably should end this. Come think of it, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I had to reset all my StreamYard crap up Saturday. I ain't gone live through StreamYard in forever.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had a what they call a ghost account.
Mm-hmm.
I had to resend my email, get the passcode for it, put that in. Like, geez, just to go live, this sucks.
Yeah, Gig, it ain't going to work on the pain so much, but it will help calm you down some and make it a little more tolerable. And some people thinks it works on pain. I don't know. I've never tried it, but it if anything, it makes the pain more tolerable because you're high and you don't think about it.
Some people it works to help them sleep too.
Yep. I can see that because that's what it does to me after about an hour afterwards. I'm done. Time to go to bed. I don't care if we just got up or not. I'm going back to bed. I'll see you in a couple hours. I'm out of it. I'm done. Bum, bum. Hold on, I'll take care of that. Fucking patience. You hear? I said, hold on, I'll take care of that.
Oh, I just put your shirt in there because it was wrinkled, and I got it loaded in the dryer now.
You gotta think back in the day, you didn't have all this drug medication. You had natural remedies. It's like for your help with your allergies in your area, find somebody that's a beekeeper and eat fresh honey.
Yeah,
somebody that's in your area.
There's a whole book out there now that has a bunch of those old remedies in them.
Probably better for you than any of that medication.
100%. It's like my grandma and them, great grandma and them lived in the mountains of Kentucky, like they could go to the doctor or drugstore or anything back in the day. The road was a dirt road, and they didn't have a car.
You know, it's like the obesity in the United States. You know what that's from, right? It's all the preservatives and crap they put in our food.
Yeah, that someone just posted that picture again the other day of the beach in the 70s. Wasn't one fat person on it.
Because everybody was eating like, natural out of their garden or something they killed out in the woods. It wasn't eating
Well, that and the
preservative
food you bought
food in it.
and the food you bought at the grocery store was all locally sourced, most of it.
So
You
you
know, the
wasn't getting
beef
all
and stuff
them
like that.
preservatives. You
Mhm.
weren't getting all them preservatives and GMOs and all that crap in there.
Steroids.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why 13-year-old girls look like they're 19 now from all the steroids that's in the meat and stuff.
Yep. And then they got big old boobies. They didn't have big old boobies when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. What we got here? 1415 East State Road 26. Let's get a look at it and see if we want to mess with it or not.
Probably one of the reasons why Curtis has got man boobies, all them GMOs and his M&Ms.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I got memories.
I know he was giving me crap about showing my crack. I'm like, man, you showing your man moves, your moves, showing his moves. Eric, what?
That ain't right.
Eric has bigger boobs. No, I don't have bigger boobs. They're not boobs. They're moobs. Man boobs.
Man boobs. I call them
Move.
man boobs.
Moves. Moves.
Man boobs.
Moves.
Yeah. Tell me that's a purchase. If it is, I'm going to jump all over it. FHA.
I just invented a new word. Move.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, that ain't what I want to do. This is it. I got to take that one, man. It looks too simple. What are they offering? $375. Would you stop taking drugs, man? I ain't done an appraisal for under $400 in 10 years. Job type FHA. It's a refinance. Due date the 6th. I don't think we're going to get that though. Let's pull calendar up over here on the other side. I mean, I'll do it for 4.5, but that's about as low as I can go. What is today? The 1st?
I know today's
No, today's the
30th.
30th. Okay. Tomorrow's the 1st. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, this one here is due the 7th, which is go to the next month. Get off of September now. Okay. Here's
Well, it's
a
already
week from
September.
today.
It's already September. September's already over. It's about to be October.
The one in Middletown tomorrow is due the 6th, which is Monday, so that one will have to be done first.
Yeah. Be Halloween before we know it.
Okay.
And they'll be having all this stuff about Turkey Day. You know, that's Curtis' favorite holiday because he's fat. Curtis probably wouldn't like Thanksgiving so much if he had to cook.
Yeah, I agree. Except with conditions. Let's see. Request a fee.
I'm gonna probably make mac and cheese again this year since everybody loved my mac and cheese last year.
Yep.
I made the noodles and then I took 3 of them blocks of Velveeta cheese, 3 whole blocks, and put it in there and melted it in there. Oh yeah, it was nice and gooey cheesy.
Heck yeah.
Everybody's like, I couldn't poop for 3 days after that. I said, that's the whole point. That was the whole point. Put more cheese than mac. What's funny was one of my sister's friends, he made mac and cheese. He made the box mac and cheese, and then he took sliced cheese and put over it. It's like, what the crap is that? Needless to say, that pan was still full.
Let's see, do that one. I'll see it tomorrow and have it done by Saturday.
Should buy some stuff to make Buckeyes. Take Buckeyes over there. Every time I buy or get dessert, nobody eats it.
Oh, really?
Everybody's
Yeah.
filled up on turkey and ham and stuffing. And,
Well, that's when you take it home and have it for the next couple of days of dessert
yeah.
to go with your
Oh,
turkey.
believe me, I always take some food home with me. I always take a plate home and then turn around. My mom turns around and eats it. And I'm like, dang, what happened to that ham and turkey I had in there? Oh, I ate it. You should have bought your own plate home. But she don't like going over there. Deep fried turkey every year, hopefully. I don't know if James is doing deep fried turkey. Price of peanut oil is ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. I bought some the other day. Or when did I buy that? It's been a couple months ago.
Normally you have to buy a gallon and a half gallon jug just to do the deep fried turkey.
Yep.
That stuff I remember back in the day when we first started doing it, it was like $20 for, a gallon jug of it. Now it's like almost $50. We used to do Thanksgiving, and then that weekend would be football. We'd be deep frying weird stuff. Best thing I think we ever deep fried was Snickers.
We were smoking funny things.
Deep fried Snickers. Good.
I never had one before. I don't understand it.
Deep fried Snickers. I might. Them new Oreos they got out, the Reese Oreos. Oh yeah, those things are good. We deep fried a lot of stuff. Make a cornmeal kind of that batter and then dip it whatever you want in it. Dip it in the grease, fry it up. I bet your strawberry Swiss rolls, they'd probably be pretty good deep fried.
Yep. Do you coat them in something before you do that, or do you just fry?
Yeah, batter.
Oh, okay.
Coat them in some kind of batter. Normally like a pancake batter kind of thing.
Yeah. There we go. They'll probably turn that down, but that's all right.
Reese cups are good that way, but the best way to deep fry Reese cups is you gotta open a package, put them on a piece of wax paper, stick them in the fridge overnight, and then turn around and do it the next day.
Oh yeah, deep fry them after they're froze. Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you put them in that deep fryer, it melts all the chocolate and peanut butter. It's easier if they're already frozen. Hey.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We had some deep fried Oreos the other day. It was pretty good.
Hey, Big Mike, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I got a sweet tooth.
Big Mike?
That's why I'm so fat, because I got such a sweet tooth. I may even have some strawberry rolls in my cabinet in there now that you mentioned them.
That's probably how I got diabetes.
Yeah, probably not. I can eat the orange and then eat the strawberry shortcake rolls because I feel good because I ate the oranges.
Yeah, yeah, you ate a little healthy.
I ate some healthy. Now I'm going to eat some junk. No, I'll save those for my afternoon snack time.
I know I bought these Nutty Buddy cakes.
I've seen those.
They're not very good. Don't
Yeah,
buy them.
I was getting ready to say I've seen those, and someone else told me that.
Yeah, they're not all that.
Nutty Buddies are
No,
good.
they're not good.
Don't if it's all right, don't mess with it. You know, nothing wrong with the Nutty Buddy.
Put them in
the way
the
that
refrigerator. Best way to have a Nutty Buddy, straight out of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
With a glass of milk.
Yeah, little Debbie knows what she's doing, brother. Don't let nobody kid you. She's been making people fat for decades.
You did it. She should have to pay half my medical bills.
Yeah.
Come here.
What you want, Till, huh? You gonna hook Mom up for a treat since I didn't give you one when you went out, ain't you? I know what you're doing. You a player. Player hater. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got two nubbies. Wait a second. Let me get this one out of here. Remove. Add that one to the stage. What are we doing this one here? No, that's weird.
Oh,
I got two of you, Nubby.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. I ain't gonna mess with it.
Oh, no.
I don't either. I'm sitting here peeling oranges, so I gotta concentrate. There's serious stuff right here. Yep, I'm getting ready to go take off. I'm gonna go see that house before it gets hot. In fact, I should have already went and done that. Now that I think about it. That being said, I'm going to have to shut this down, guys. I got to go see a house. I forgot it's going to get hot. I'm going to go see it now.